Is that starting noise?
That was 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, party.
Right. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Deus Vault. It's been a 2 weeks. I don't know why I said it like that. It's not been a long time. So we have today the full cast. We've got Bailey Zolbran. We have Dylan as not Zoys, but was it Emerald?
Yes.
Fucking hell, I actually remember the name. We have Cameron as Garrick. We have James as a character to be named.
Woo!
And we have Milkshake back as Abraham. And
I'm back.
so, the last couple of sessions, as one, Milkshake's not been here for 2 sessions, and considering. The group started off just after fighting a spider, which was known as the Trapper, which was firing harpoons, killing off 2 members of the party, both Zoe's and the Duragar friend they picked up that I have forgotten the name of, but doesn't matter. They managed to find some magical items hidden away after that Abraham had been talked to for in his mind while everyone else was unconscious. After everyone woke up, Abraham revealed the fact that was being talked to by a figure that calling themselves the one of the spiders that they had been talked about. And with this knowledge, they started traveling down. They managed to meet a party of individuals, some seemingly dressed as plague doctor kind of garb, some wearing robes and metal masks on their faces, and a larger individual who seemingly not wearing armor, seemingly just wearing kind of common clothes, holding a long sword. They seemed somewhat apprehensive of the party, but noticing that some of the party members seemed to be ill, and after the party had established some communication, they then decided to travel to invite them to the city. Rain seemed somewhat apprehensive on the travel back to the city, and after a while and dealing with a zipline, which surprisingly no one fell off, and also carrying across the body of Erilyn, they got over to the city of Seika Akad Uralai. They were informed about the structure of the city is seemingly being divided into 4 quadrants, and one quadrant being kind of a common area, more an area for the populace and such. The other areas divided, but the party weren't really into details on what the sections were. They fumbled around there for a slight while and noticed Rain walking over to a large wall, seemingly filled with holes next to what looked like chests or boxes built into the walls. And Rain, after looking at said wall for a while, deposited her spear and wandered off into the town for a bit, after informing the party that she was. The party had a quick look around, and was then informed by Rain, when she came back, that they needed to go do some treatments on Abraham. Abraham, the party was then brought to the western quadrant, which is, well, not western, but the left quadrant here. That's for the players, the quadrant on the left. That was in charge of treating Abraham. They told him that the treatments that he was helping the rest of the party with, this disease, remove disease spell, was effective at lower rates of the infection, but at higher rates, while the infection would be get rid of, they might cause some brain damage due to the infection infecting the brainstem/brain. Meaning that Abraham would have to go for an intensive infection removing system. The party then did some shopping while Abraham did his treatments. Well, more accurately, the treatments was done while the party were there, and then the party went to go do some shopping. That is where we stand off at the end of the episode. People, at the end of the recap, and we're going to jump straight into Abraham.
Yes.
So, Abraham, you feel weak. During your treatments, you saw the figure of a spider, this huge, translucent spider. You've not really seen it before, but this spider was made of thousands, millions of tiny spiders, it seemed, staring into you. It looked like every time you felt weaker, this large giant spider was trying to encroach more and more into you. And during your things, it seemed like it rescinded. And since then, you've been weak. It feels like you've been flushed out with the worst chemicals known to mankind. But you think you are alive still. And you've been flickering in and out of consciousness for the last couple of hours, and you finally managed just to open your eyes. And you notice something off about the room you're in. You don't know what it is, and it takes you a couple of moments before you notice there's not many lights in here. There's some very, very light illumination, but a lot less than you remember from before.
Yeah.
And if you have a quick look around the room,
Mhm.
there's a few tables, you think, holding some of the equipment that was used during your procedure. There is a cabinet to your left and a chest just behind you, from what you can see when you look over. But you're not hearing any noise. All you can see is this somewhat darkened room.
Okay. Can I click my fingers?
You try to kind of raise your hand, just so you can look at it, and it feels like your hands are leaded. Like you can barely, you can move them, you can just do it. And when you go to click, it's not strong, like it's quite weak, if that makes sense. Like you barely have the strength to try to do so. You think that if you were to try moving around, you're quite slow. But you do let out a click.
Yeah.
Anything else you're doing in particular in this situation? Like,
Did I actually hear the click?
yes.
Okay. So at least I know I'm not deaf. So it's a dark room. There's a chest nearby, and there's lots of tables.
Lots of tables to your right and a cabinet to your left. Like there's multiple cabinets kind of just against the wall. They all seem to be made out of stone, from what you can tell.
Okay. Can I do a quick check on me to make sure that nothing's missing?
You don't have any of the gear on yourself. They had to take it off of you to properly secure you and down and such. And they were somewhat worried about if stuff had gone very wrong.
Yeah.
If you had gone for a rampage, for example, like this.
Yeah. Okay.
So as the American users seem to be currently wearing just a robe.
That's fine. I know I'm very weak. I'm going to attempt to stand.
Of course. As you push yourself up, and you very much have to push with like your arms and everything to just even try to get up. And you only kind of you sit up on the chair and you kind of your knees forward. So just the last stage of standing. Can I have a perception check from you?
Perception check. What is my perception? Oh. Okay, so that would be 21 all in.
21. You notice something as you're standing up. Like, it's very much not a thing that was, like, from the angle you were laying down, it wouldn't have been a significant thing. But as you're standing up, you notice that the door in front of you is slightly ajar. Like, you can just see a slight crack, and through the crack, as you're standing up, you notice the hallway is dark, nearly kind of pitch black out there. Like, it looks like there's barely any illumination in there either. And as you just think about you catching it. As you do so, you notice there was a figure just shadowed in the hallway.
Okay. What I'd like to do is I'd like to quickly, as quickly as Abraham currently can, look and see if my equipment is in the chest.
You make your way up. You kind of stand up, turn around from your chair. You limp over, and you're moving probably about 5 to 10 feet at most here. Like this is slow. you open the chest, and you actually, because it's a stone lid on said chest, it's not wood or anything. So you force it with all your strength, but you're able to just about do it. And inside, you notice there is some medical equipment. You think you see a scalpel, and you think you see a few glass bottles and such. Like, you know, it's kind of an array of medical equipment, not your gear.
Okay. Could I pick up the scalpel just so I am not unarmed?
Sure. Just for context, the scalpel would have the same stats as a dagger.
Perfect. I'd then like to move over to the cabinet slowly and see if my equipment is there, while also keeping an eye on the door that's currently ajar.
Looking inside the cabinet, you see there is a few metal things, seemingly marked with words, and a symbol of a mushroom, from what you can tell, and some glassware beneath. You don't see your equipment in here either.
Okay. Is there a torch on the wall I can take or anything?
Not a torch, but you do notice they seem to have little jars that have fireflies, from what you can tell. It's very weird. Maybe some bioluminescent fungus. Very, very small light source, but it does work for one.
Okay, perfect. I'd like to pick up one of them light sources and see if I could tuck it, like, just the top of it into my robe, so I've got a free hand.
Of course. Works.
And make my way to the door with the scalpel in the other, being extremely cautious.
Sure. You start making your way to the door, and as I say, you look out into the hallway. It's dark. You do notice, like, there is sources of light potentially somewhere.
Yeah.
So you feel like there's long shadows being drawn everywhere. And can I have another perception check as you're looking out? This is with disadvantage as well.
With disadvantage? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck's sake. I had a nat 20 and a 6, so that's going to be a 12.
Cool. With a 12, you look out into the hallway, and you very much try to look for where this figure you think you saw was standing.
Yeah.
You cannot see anyone. You just see, as I say, a dark hallway. You're pretty sure you remember the way in and out of this building from when you came in. I won't make you do a roll for that. But you think to your left, if you kept going, you could probably just get out the front door quite quickly, but it's not a large building itself. To your right, you think there was a whole corridor.
Look, can you hear me?
Yes.
My headset got disconnected, the wire got stuck under my chair. Could you say that all again?
Okay. I was saying that to your left, you think you remember there was the front door of the building. To your right, you remember there being a corridor. Going left on said corridor, there's stairs. To the right, you think it heads towards some offices. You don't really know if you've not been down there. As was saying, looking into the corridor, you don't think you see the figure that you had seen previously.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Do I still have my necklace on?
Yes.
I'm moved to silver tongs.
Oh no, you wouldn't have the amulet. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to head over to the offices because I'd rather see if I can find someone that knows. Okay, this person's up and out. They go out the front door in a robe where I look very out of place.
As you step out into the corridor, and you take a right to then start into the connecting corridor, you notice a noise coming from the direction of the offices. A kind of low grumbling from what you can gather.
A low grumbling?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
From the pit. Like, you can't really tell what it is, but it sounds like a kind of feral grumble, if you were to guess.
Well, I'd like to... Can I roll a stealth check and get closer to see if I can hear it?
Sure.
It
This
obviously
is not.
removes
This is with disadvantage, as you are currently exhausted.
So, I'm going to use your dice for this one, Luca. Okay, I'm not going to use your dice for a while. That was a net one.
As you step out the
I feel
door,
like at this point, Milkshake just has the curse of Will Wheaton.
Since you die multiple times. As you step out into the corridor, you kind of slip. You know, like you kind of. I imagine you're barefoot under this thing, and you're like, ugh! It's quite a sweaty floor. You kind of hear a squeak as you sliding out into the corridor, and you notice a humanoid figure, two of them, and you notice they seemingly turn towards you, and this corridor still stands in darkness. You kind of hear a snarl, like a, and you think they're coming towards you.
Okay, I'd like to go and, with my free hand, grab the light source I've got.
Yeah.
Throw it behind them, so it makes a noise behind them and illuminates as it goes past them, so I can see what they are.
Of course. Give me a strength check just to see how well you do, and this will be disadvantage as well.
Okay, I'm going back to Bailey's dice because your dice get added to the dice jail.
And watch him roll another nat one.
Oh god damn it.
The first roll I got was decent. Okay, I got the same roll twice. So
Nice.
17 plus 3, so that's 20 all in.
As you throw the thing, and you throw it on mark, it whizzes past their heads.
Mhm.
You recognize these figures. You see Garrick and Oberon stumbling towards you, growling.
In the full equipment,
And they're full of whip.
and they're stumbling towards me like zombies.
You'd say so. You very much remember this. This very much reminding you of the individual you met in the town of Mus, the one who, the kind of humanoids who seem to be affected with mushrooms.
But the classes are undead, aren't they? Oh, I do not know.
You do not know.
Just in case I do, channel divinity, turn undead.
You go to try doing this, and you notice you do not have your magical, your holy symbol on yourself.
Shit. Okay. I would like to. So, I'm in like a doorway currently, aren't I?
You're in the corridor at the moment, and they are stumbling towards you. You think you also hear some other voices coming from the other end of the corridor.
Okay. I'm gonna go. How fast are they stumbling toward me? Would I be able to outrun?
You don't think so. At the speed they're going, you think they're going faster than you.
Okay. Use any spell?
If they are, if they do not require a homely symbol, which I would argue being your spell focus, so that would be your what's it called, material, so verbal, somatic. Yes, I know for sure that your turn on dead requires for you to present your holy symbol, so you can't use that. So anything with verbal or somatic, sure.
Oh, I'm going to. Use a cantrip, Sacred Flame.
Okay. You throw it. You try to do it. As I say, your arms feel like they are leaded, and you go cast it, and you ping it at them. It. If you want to roll damage, do so. And who are you aiming for? Just for clarity.
Garrick. So did you say it was Garrick and
Oberon.
Auburn? Auburn will be the faster one out of the two, I would assume. So so I'd use it to get out Auburn.
Okay. So, it's not as though this doesn't go off. You very much see you hit Auburn. You don't see any effects occurring. In fact, it seems to make them quicker.
Okay. Makes them quicker.
They're at this stage, probably about 15 feet from you. If you don't start move, like you think that they'll probably get to you in about 6 seconds. They're going pretty quick, and as I say, you're moving at probably about 5 to 10 feet a second.
I'm going to I'm going to try and go the opposite direction, and when I see that we're at 5 feet to me, I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Of course. You turn around and you kind of stumble your way back up the corridor, and you see 2 figures walking towards you from that direction as well. You see both Erilyn and Zois staring at you, seemingly their eyes shut at this stage. Zois looking rotted. His arm seems to have fallen off, and you think you see a large amount of fungi growing out of his arm. So, Erilyn, you see massive bites protruding through her body, and you see mushrooms trying to grow themselves out of there. You see long, stringy ones, like rising their way out, and they're probably at a similar distance.
I'm going to try and go. Okay, I'm going to try and go back to the room I came from.
You start.
I'm still gonna. If when any of them get close to, whenever any of them get within 5 feet, and cast a Word of Radiance.
You move the 10 feet, so that would basically put you back into the original corridor. It takes you about. You think you're about 10 feet away from your the door as well, and you see them all move up, and they're now around you. Your Word of Radiance goes off.
Yep.
Roll damage, or I don't know what it does.
Yeah, both roll down. I have kept it damage for the entire level. I'm just doing the Word of Radiance.
So what does that do?
Numbers I got originally, or
Say again, sorry?
do you want me to tell you the damage numbers, or?
Yeah, sure.
Well, from the original one, I did 9 damage.
Of course.
On this one, I did 8 damage.
Okay. You think you notice some of them potentially getting harmed from this, but they seem to have a lot more health than you've done there. You don't think you've, like...
Yeah.
I don't think you blooded any of them.
Mm.
And as they that goes off, and it does go off, they all grab you.
Okay.
And the second they put their hands on you,
Mhm.
you wake up to some bright lights. You find yourself sitting in a chair. You see some of these plague doctors walking around you, like they look like they're doing some treatments on yourself.
Mhm.
And we jump back to the actual party, who I believe are just walking out of a shop. They've just picked up a great axe for Garrick, and
Yeah.
I hope everyone's equipped said things. If they've I don't think anything needed achievements. I believe Auburn was walking over to the blacksmith to go get something as well. Emerance, what are you doing currently? Who would you be going around with? Would you be wanting anything? Like, are you hungry? Are you wanting anything like that, or going to the shops, or?
I'd imagine I'm probably quite hungry, so I'll go to like the equivalent of a tavern down here, or bar, or
Alright.
something like that.
Auburn, I'd say that you have your thing now officially. You can share when you like. Emerance, Garrick, would you be following Emerance, or what would you be doing? Would you be going to with Auburn?
I'll be with Auburn, just milling about. We just done our little shop, so yeah, just chilling and whatnot.
Cool. Emerance, in that case, will follow you. As you are wandering around, you find a little kind of, imagine it's kind of a tin hut kind of scenario. Like it's primarily made out of very fine, like very thin metal. That does not look very pure. As you crack it open, you smell some very, very strong smells. And you would hear a voice emanating from the thing. How would you sound, by the way, James? You are on mute if you're actually there.
I
That
am
is
here.
how
I've
he
been trying.
sounds.
I was actually just practicing how I'd try and do the voice because I guess that will come into this. But I've got nothing. Just imagine kind of like a grumpy, not more exhausted kind of sounding like 50-year-old kind of man voice, and you can hear
my
him just
dad.
going like, "Well, okay. Can you get the kids down from there, please? Oh, no, Jennifer, the kids need to go in the other room, please. I'm trying to cook. I've been here for hours."
And out of curiosity, which language would this
That's
be?
me. Probably. I think for the way that I am, probably just it's going in and out of Elvish and Gnomish.
Cool.
You know,
Emirates,
when
do
you have
speak,
like a,
I
Elvish
have
or-
not understood a word he's just said then.
Neither. Or is it just him there?
So yeah, you hear a bunch of very weird, like kind of jumping between Elvish and Gnomish. You probably would recognise both languages. You don't understand them, but you recognise what they sound like. You hear kind of a weird, like, amalgamation of both languages kind of coming out.
So I would know that it's a mixture of those two specifically.
Yes, but the common languages are known to people. Just some people just can't speak them.
Okay. I think at that point I is it obviously like a tavern?
Yes, you very much smell like strong smells of food. You think you see signs up with a
I'll
variety of
go in.
recipes. Imagine spider and fungus based. Yeah, I imagine there's probably little pictures.
I'll go in. I've been down here a while. That sort of stuff doesn't throw me off. I'll go in.
Perfect.
okay, cool.
James is a character. You see a small halfling. I think it's a halfling, right? You are.
I believe I am. Hold up. I am.
You see
So
a
he's not that much.
halfling.
So he's not too much taller than me then.
No. You probably would think he's probably a gnome as well. I imagine you've not knocked into many halflings around here. He looks like a very short gnome to you.
Well, if he's entered my tavern, there would be quite obviously like at the front you got tables and there's a couple of people there, but it's mainly you're just seeing there's a door just kind of like open a crack and you could just see like pots and pans falling over. You could probably see some kids running behind the door, a frantic lady running around chasing after them. You're just hearing me yelling.
This actually sounds like a nightmare for Emerence, and he just briefly considers leaving.
I imagine there's
Then,
probably also a bell on the door. I imagine that's the kind of shop you own. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Ding, ding,
there's
ding.
there's a bell on the actual counter that just says "Ring me for assistance."
I'm just gonna hover my hand over it and just be like, do I really want to do this to myself? And then I'll press it. I'll just like fuck it. I'll just press it. Ding, ding.
No, for the last time, please get them out of the room. Just see me come in, and I've got I am quite a short. Well, not quite short. I'm a fucking dark. Is it dark gnome? A deep gnome. I'm a deep gnome with.
Wait, Dwager? Or whatever they're called.
Not Duragar. That's
Deep.
That's a
dark-
dwarf. That's a deep dwarf.
It's a
right.
Swerfneblin.
Oh, Smurfneblin. Schneblin.
So I've entered the front, and I'm bald, but I have a very fine, quite classic French moustache, handlebar
Oh,
moustache.
wow.
But it's singed on one end. It's currently on
Oh.
fire.
It's
And I've
actually
come out-
burning.
It is currently burning, and I've come out and I'm going, and I've closed the door behind me. I've just put my hands on the door as if to look panicked. And I see you, and I go, and I tie up my my apron a little bit, one to the front, and then you don't see me because the actual like shelf is a little bit too tall, so you can't see me, but then you just hear like stamping, and I stand on a little stool, and I look above and I go, oh, where's my customer? Oh, down there. Hello.
I'm just gonna lick 2 fingers and just extinguish your mustache.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna nod, and in my head I'm just going, why have I done this?
Welcome to my place. It hasn't got a name yet. We're very early on. What can I do for you?
Do I actually understand anything he's just said?
I'll say for sake of I'm going to go mental otherwise, yes.
Well, I like to think that I've said that, not realised
Oh,
realised
God.
he hasn't heard me, and I've gone, oh, and I just point at the menu and go, what?
Emerence is just gonna point at some sort of spider-based mushroom.
You see, it's kind of like I imagine you probably see kind of one of the dioramas. You see like a little spider that seems to be in 2 buns made of mushroom. You think?
Oh yeah, that'll do. That sounds good. That'll do. I'll take that. I'll be like, yeah, that looks good.
Oh, yeah, at least he's got good taste. I just put thumbs up and go into the kitchen. And
I
then
give
he's
him
just
the okay sign.
just dying me screaming at people in the other room again.
I'm gonna sigh again. Just go stand near the door.
I will say probably if I don't know what Oberon and Garrick are doing. Oberon, you've picked up your thing by now. Would you be looking for Emeralds?
Well, I
Oh,
imagine.
really? I mean, I don't
Oberon
even know
has
the
to-
guy.
Well, Oberon has to make this thing. I'd imagine it takes most of the day.
Right. Yeah.
Eric would just kind of hang around with Auburn all day and just kind of idly chatter about Abraham and wonder how he's getting on. Maybe I think maybe Garrick at some point would go and check on Abraham.
If you were to go when you go try, you remember there was some guard outposts, and they do try to communicate with you. I imagine Rainy's probably kind of Rainy's not around at the second. They are trying to communicate with you. It very much seems like you can't get past it, if you were to guess. Like you can't get back to the quarter he was in.
Mhm. So,
So you are basically shooed away at one stage.
Okay, and then I'll just chill with Auburn for the rest of the day.
Cool. All right. Just wanted to confirm. Sorry.
That's right. We're at the blacksmith going, Emerald's who?
I have to check. So, we'll jump back up to Emerald and James's character.
Mhm.
James, you obviously spent a couple of minutes, I imagine, and you're bringing out your signature tarantula spider. Sorry,
Yep.
tarantula burger. That's the one I was meaning.
That's the one.
And yeah, I imagine. So, yeah, Emerald, you're faced with a small, a small burger.
Yep.
Sorry, was that me?
Yes.
What was the question?
Yeah, you are presented with a burger.
I'll eat the burger and I'll give him the okay sign again. What does it taste like?
It's crunchy when you bite through the actual buns.
Oh.
Oh,
But you think you notice the meat, it very much feels like you feel like a kind of a beefish taste, but it's very much been seasoned with quite a few flavors you couldn't put your finger on.
I'm going to enjoy it. Be like, yeah, this is a quality burger thing. This burger thing is delicious, yes. And I'll just put up my outstretched hand for a high five to my friendly chef here.
I'd say you actually do get the benefit from James's thingy, which is the what's your proficiency bonus at the second? I can't remember what it is for the group. +3, right, for level 6. Yeah, I'd say that you get 3 temporary hit points for 8 hours.
That's huge. I have 39 HP, so that is actually huge.
You know how to do temporary?
Yeah, there's a little temporary button.
Cool, just wanted to check.
awesome. And if nothing really else kind of happens in here, I would just say that probably if he's waiting. What time of day did he come in?
Quickly, I think it's around. I've actually got it to what the clock shows. I think.
It says
Probably
1
around
p.m.
midday. Yeah.
I feel that's break time. I feel like 1 o'clock's break time. And you see this this guy just kind of come out. He just kind of he's in a different outfit now. He's just in very regular clothes. He's just gonna kind of sit down next to you with his head in his hands.
I'll just pat his hand. I still haven't said a word to him. I'm just gonna pat his hand and just nod.
Ah, you have kids too.
Because they found his prince Zaro.
I don't think he shakes his head.
This is why I do not want kids.
Like I know, I can get from the way he's looking. It's like all right, okay, got it. Do you understand me at all?
Luca? We decided yes, yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
I like to think we're doing like hand gestures to try and explain ourselves.
Yeah, up until this point we've just been like, hand signal equals yes.
Okay.
So for now I'm like,
You know what?
yeah.
I was gonna say I'd like to think that I've actually just got a patron here who's like I know that can speak some of these other languages, and I'm trying to get him to help me translate.
There's some just fucking languages in the underdark. It's like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
Every shop has like their own translator for the specific reason.
Oh no!
Just a
even
guy
better.
that stands shapely in a corner.
I like to think it's actually just on the menu. Like the menu's in so many different languages, and the one that you actually read would be able to clarify what language you speak to me.
Oh, that's smart. Like
I literally don't know.
I thought you meant like you pay what's the money called down here?
It is Gemrock.
I'd like to imagine that you say there's a little bit at the bottom that says pay 5 Gemrock for a translator.
Do you actually
So
have Gemrock?
anyway,
on you?
that is a question that I can answer. No. I have 15 gold, but I have no Gemrock.
So efficiently, you
Okay.
can't pay for the food.
I'll just grin at him and just be like, I'll try to distract him.
I'll look at the situation. I'll just like shake my head a little bit, but I've got a little bit of a smile on there. I'll be just kind of, I'll pat you on the back, and I'll get up and I'll just go, right, okay, not a problem. I understand.
I'll nod appreciatively. And I'll just be like, well, what's your story then? 'Cause you said you started fresh, right?
Well,
And then be like,
I used to have a small cart that I used to sell food off the side for the more adventurous types I'd come back after a long day, and over the time, I started finding that I actually enjoyed the cooking side of it, and started working on myself. And the rest is history. We bought this lovely little place, my wife and I, and we're doing it up bit by bit. Just don't go down that corridor over there. It's not decorated yet. There's nothing down there. But other than that,
That sounds dodgy as fuck.
Alarm bells.
Yeah, that sounds so dodgy.
I like to think you give me a look, and I'm like, no, seriously. And I open up a curtain, like it's just not fucking.
It's just a room with
It
like all
just looks
plaster
fucking
walls.
nothing in it. Yeah, it looks fucking horrible.
There's like a ladder, a couple of paintings.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't.
just like, oh, okay.
You literally cannot rely on decorators nowadays.
Yeah, I imagine they're quite hard to come by.
There's like balls of yarn to like help
I-
build things in the corner of this spider web. It's just loads of spider webs.
Someone like with knitting needles and a spider, and they're just knitting as it comes out. That's a horrible image.
That is a horrible image.
Well, I think because I liked the food so much, I'm gonna thank him kindly. I didn't actually get your name.
The name is Sprig.
Sprig. Is that one G or two G's?
Just one.
Just one.
And that's at
I'm
the end,
going-
just to clarify.
Silent G at the start.
It's the candidate.
G Sprig. So I'm going to shake his hand. I'm going to say, I'm Emerence, my friend. And then I'm going to go and find my colleagues, the
Emerald,
people I came here with.
there are more of you here.
There's a few. There's a few. And I say, I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to give you some good business bread because
Well,
that was
and
delicious.
I'm going to have to just take him to the side. I'm going to be like, look, man, I'm going to be really honest. Are you guys adventurers or something?
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to hide the fact that I'm carrying like a shit ton of Feathery stuff.
I just kind of like I kind of latch onto him a little bit more and just get, take me with you, please. I need to see the outside world.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
losing my mind. I've been here for a year now. Day in, day out.
Are
Kids
you
are
holding
driving
me?
insane. And
I imagine you're like gripping me against a wall. I'm either just like darting to the door and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, let me go get my friends. We'll see about that, yeah. And I'm just like
Yes.
trying
Yes.
to pry you off
Absolutely.
me.
Yes, 100%. I let go of you and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Get them to come here. We shall feed them and then we'll go on an adventure. Sounds fantastic. Great. See you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye, Sprig with a silent G. And I'll leave. I'll go and find my fantastic friends that totally love me and
What?
don't question my motives.
What have I just listened to?
That was true roleplay.
Can I
That
just
was
say, as well,
roleplay at its finest.
can I just say, do you know with the decorator thing? All I thought was the decorator got infected by the fungus, and it was just painting like just spiders in the room instead.
Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna. Do I know where the others went?
Yes,
Kind
I'd
of
say you
happy
would.
with
Like,
that.
there's like, there was an indication the mage they would go find a blacksmith essentially. Imagine after probably about 5 minutes, you'd find Oberon and Garrick kind of. Well, Garrick probably just standing around. Oberon seems to be hammering in a weird shaped object. You're not really sure what the hell it is.
Sorry, I was dealing with the locals.
You have one.
Say it again.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, one day.
I thought you were up here, then I thought you.
No, sorry, I was trying to make them stop shouting at me.
So you find Garrick and Garrick and Oberon standing in a blacksmith. I imagine Garrick. I don't really know what Garrick will be doing at the blacksmith. Maybe just chatting up the smithy.
Gary's just chilling. He's not really doing much of anything right now, other than I think the only thing that would really be heard is just mutterings under his breath of just shithole, out, leave, place.
Yeah.
Mumblings and groanings.
You also see Oberon working very hard on an object. You're not exactly sure what it was.
All sweaty and sooty.
We're not role playing that.
Ooh. Oh.
Very different type of role fight.
Oh wait, what? I didn't sign up for this. Hold on. I'm gonna approach them and be like, hey guys, how's it going?
Oh shit! I forgot about you.
Nice, nice. That's the idea. Anyway, and I'm gonna look at Oberon and be like, yeah, Oberon, you alright?
He's in a world of his own. He's not listening to you at all.
I'll just give him the finger guns. Like, nice, good chat. And then I'll
He
turn
does
back to Garrick. I'll say, hey Garrick, you hungry, bro?
Nah, not
I
really.
thank fuck
I'm
for
all-
that. The guy I've just seen, absolutely fucking mental.
Nice.
I'll say
I'm
his
bored
name
as
was.
Fuck is what I am. I just want to get out of this place right now. I don't even know why I'm here anymore.
I'll
I
just be
followed
like-
these guys, and I'm just stuck in this endless cave. Right
Same,
now,
bro.
I just want to check on Abraham and get out of here. I don't. That's all I
Love
want
that.
to do. I just want to leave.
I'm just gonna nod knowingly, and I'm just gonna be like, look, the guy I just met, absolutely insane. He said his name was Sprig with a silent G. He was
Sprig.
absolutely insane. He was just
Okay.
G Sprig. He was just insane, but he said he wants to come with us. Something about maybe having a history of being like a good chef. And I was like, I've just eaten the best spider burger thing I've ever seen. I didn't know what it was. It was delicious. I was like, I don't need to know if it's that good. And I
I'm
was like,
glad you
I'm-
liked it. As I just turn up behind you.
Oh god! Oh, he's followed me. I say, I'm so
you have
sorry.
A stalker, is what you're telling us.
I'm just
Stalker,
gonna look him. I'm just gonna look you in the eyes and you're like, look, don't make eye contact with him. He might go away.
So I don't even remember your name. You just wandered off, talked to this guy, and now he's followed you back in.
I'm just gonna ignore the fact that you, like, wait, whose name did you forget?
Yours.
I'm just gonna ignore the fact that you said that and just carry on. And be like, yeah, look, dude, he's lovely, but he's also mildly insane. He has like 1 billion children. He's a
Okay,
chef though.
Hang on, stop right there. I think if anyone had more than 3 kids, that's enough to make them insane. I don't think he's insane because he's insane. I think he's insane because of the kids.
I'll just say, look, he asked if he
I
could come
grew
with
up in a
us.
tribe, and the kids there were enough.
Amen to
They-
that. But look, he asked if he can come with us. I've only just joined, and I'm not really actually technically part of the group yet. I'm just a tag along. Okay?
Neither am I.
Do we want him?
Hey,
Ed.
I come bearing spider rolls, and they're like sausage rolls, but they got spider legs sticking out the end.
Just look at you and just go, No offense, but I don't even want to be here anymore, so I want to leave. I don't
Don't
know where
worry.
you want to go.
I feel
I'm
the
gonna
same
look at
way,
it.
my dude.
I'm
Have a
gonna look
spider
at it.
roll.
I'm gonna look at Sprig and be like, do you know a good way out of here? Because we got some
But-
business to attend to.
And we don't
And then
mean
we're
the
able to
city, we
leave.
mean up and out.
Do you know how to get out?
Do you know about the above?
Eh?
Okay,
Cool, he's useless to us.
He's literally useless.
Above,
He makes
you
good
wanna go on the
spider rolls.
ceiling. You want to go on the ceiling? Why do you want to go on the ceiling? You're not a spider. What are you
Yeah.
anyway?
He's
As he
useless.
says this, I like pause what I'm doing and I just walk up the wall.
Oh my god.
I start looking at what I'm doing from a different angle, and I'm just like
That's
focusing on
hilarious.
it.
It makes me think of Big Hero 6 styles, like look at things from a different perspective.
What is he doing?
He's just walking on walls, he does that.
He does that.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go see how Abraham's coming, and I just walk off at this point.
I'm gonna go. Oh, Silent G Sprig. This is Auburn. Talk to him for a bit. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run and see Abraham as well.
Spider roll?
My God.
He's literally like he hasn't even noticed you're there.
He's heard the words, just not noticing the presence.
What do you mean? I thought these two were leaving and leaving me.
Yeah,
with
us two
all-
left, and Aubrun's just
We're out
obviously
of here, man.
ignoring
It's
you.
just you and Auburn, but he's ignoring you.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's not ignoring you. He's working.
Oh, he's busy.
Oh.
Busy ignoring.
He didn't speak to any of you.
Well, there's that.
But you don't need to speak to Emerald. He just accepts that, like, you have ignored him. He'll talk to you regardless.
It's like that annoying kid you don't want around, but will just keep bugging you.
Okay. For the sake of RP, I'll let these guys do their thing now. I'm good. I'm here. I'm just gonna stay with Oberon.
As
like
I kind of
a-
walk, I just turn to, what is your name?
Me?
Yeah, what is your character's name, Dylan?
I can't believe you forgot.
No, I genuinely...
It's United Emirates.
Dylan, the amount of fucking characters we've gone through, please forgive me for forgetting 2 new character names.
No, I'm not letting you do this. You've got to RP trying to remember my name now.
To be fair,
Yes.
half of them is your own name, Cameron.
True.
You think
True,
I
but-
remember them? That's how many we're going through. Hell, we just lost
Emerald
some
is...
Duragar Emerald.
But I'm visibly... You got to now go with the fact that I haven't said that. I'm visibly upset that you've forgotten my name.
Oh, whatever.
Something
What is
tells me
yours?
that
Why
Garrick is
you-
visibly not caring.
Yeah, very much so. Gary just goes, whatever your name is. What? Why are you here? How did you? If you know about the above, what? How long have you been here?
I'm gonna lick my lips because my mouth's like really dry now, and I'm just like, hey, look, that's a private matter, bro. Let's not get into that.
Okay,
You
how
remember
long?
what I
have
did
you
tell
been
you,
here?
right? Just confirm.
Me?
Yes, I remember
Absolutely
what I
not.
told you.
Send it to me in a quick
Surprisingly,
message, and I'll see if I remember.
But yeah, so
But, man.
how long have you been here?
And I'm gonna hold up my fingers and count them, and then go, yeah, no, I don't actually know. It's been a long time.
I just carry on walking, just shake my head, and then you just hear the mumblings of like, fuck's sake, fucking stuck with the... God, Abraham better be okay going through all this shit for him. I don't want to be here any longer.
I'm gonna throw it back to Garrick. I'm like, so why are you here?
Because some knobs decided to mess with a fucking
shit, okay,
crater, some spiders spell out of it, and somehow I'm here. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't know how the fuck this happened. I just want to leave. Some guys played with rocks, and then spiders ran out, and now we have to plug the hole apparently.
Hold on, I've messaged Luke at the site whether I can say this or not. Just waiting.
Processing.
Okay. He's given me the go-ahead. I'm just going to look at you a little bit shocked. I say, wait, say that again. That last bit, just say that again.
Big hole, spiders came out. I want to leave, but I'm stuck here.
You're
What
the
more do you
reason
need?
the spiders are up there.
Not me. These knobs that I fell in with, that I'm now stuck with for some reason.
Is this Emerald
don't even know
actually
who
listening
did
to what
it.
we've said for the first time in the last 3 sessions?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
So
This is
I'm
not the
going
first
to-
time we've explained why we're down here.
I'm going to grab Emerald. Look, let's all say it together. It's my ADHD.
The catchphrase.
To be honest,
I don't-
I was somewhat shocked this wasn't brought up ages ago. We
He
fucking
said
told him,
that
told him about this.
I'm so sorry, I completely forgot. Anyway, I'm going to grab Garrick by the shoulders. I'm going to go.
I push him off instantly as he tries to grab me. Like, get the like.
Hang on. He's a halfling. How are you grabbing his shoulder?
This is also.
I climb on his leg to grab.
I just kick him off. Like, get away.
Like, he runs up the fucking leg, jumps off the bike, so grabs his shoulders and sees him dangling there.
I'm just
pick
gonna
him
look
up and
at-
just hold him out.
And while I'm dangling at arm's length, I'm just gonna. You know that like, there's a lot of spiders up there now, right? Like a lot. A lot,
You
a
know,
lot, a
the
lot.
thought had never occurred to me that a lot of spiders going out of a hole would mean there's lots of spiders on the other side of the hole. Oh my god, you're a genius. I just drop him and carry on walking.
I don't think you get it, Gary. I really don't think you get it.
I don't think you get how much I don't want to be here anymore, and I will deal with the shit that I find on the way out as it comes to me. Right now,
I'm
I
going-
want to go out the hole. If there happen
Emirates,
spiders in the way, I will smack those spiders until I am out the hole.
Emirates is just going to accept this and wait until he finds someone else to discuss with them the impending doom. Because Carrick obviously doesn't care.
No, Carrick cares. He just doesn't. He just doesn't want to be here. He's sick of this place.
Garrett cares. He just wants to care somewhere else.
And I will continue.
We'll just carry
marching.
it moving. Yeah. I'll follow.
Okay, so are you attempting to go get to Abraham again?
Just walking at Abraham. If they try and shimmy me away again, I'll deal with that.
You do see this gate at this time. You think you see Rain actually going up to the checkpoint as well. She had been wandering around by herself, seemingly, and looking like she was trying to get back to, you think, Abraham as well. You see her having a conversation with the guard outpost, and they're just about to let her through. She does see you. So, points you two out, and you two are let through with her.
As we're kind of approaching, I just look at the guy next to me, and I'm like, "Do you speak Elvish or Dwarf?" Dylan, that's you.
Sorry, say that again.
Do you speak Elvish or Dwarf?
I'm going to hesitate, go into my mind palace, come back and go, no.
It's just this deep-seated sigh or just more annoyance.
I do, however, speak thieves' can't, but don't ask me how I know that.
Because you're a thief.
I
I'll
don't
just
think
carry
that's
on
something you
walking.
speak.
These can't
Yeah.
kind of is like,
A written coded language.
or I think can be done by like sign language as well, if I remember correctly.
Possibly. Yeah, it's basically about symbols and markings.
But I can do that too.
I think half the fucking party can do that. Well, actually, Erilyn's dead, but she can do it as well.
Speaking of, where is Aaron's body right now?
I assume we left it with Abraham.
Yeah, I imagine.
Just we
It's-
lost her.
It's not important to the. It's not important to the RP at the moment.
just imagine turning around, just like, hang on, where's Aaron's body?
That's alright. We all know where Zoe's.
We left it behind. We have to go back. Ah,
God damn it, I won't forget that fucking thing. My one was. Right.
I like to think there's a point
We
where we're in
don't
this
know.
blacksmith, and I just, just like, oh, I need to make sure Zoe's is okay. I pull him out the bag, and I put him back in the bag.
Imagine there is a blacksmith in this, like, this is like
This is a
he's just kind of he's at this stage, he's just ignoring you. He's like, nah, fuck that.
That is too weird, man.
I ain't touching that.
He's on the
I ain't
wall with
going
a
near
goblin in his bag. What the hell is going on?
Milkshake will let you know your location.
Okay. While
Anyway.
you are pulling up Zoe's bag and just inspecting him, he's got he's a bit of a smell now.
I like to think it's like a mummy, where as soon as the air touches him, because it's airtight in the bag.
It's just like,
feels
plink.
Oh,
Okay, we
Grim.
can't get him out.
put it back in the bag.
Imagine trying to cast Revivify while he's inside the bag of holding, because he can't pull his body
Just
out.
suffocate.
Whoops.
As soon as we revive him, be prepared to pull.
Well, Revivify is not working on this corpse anymore.
Anyway,
So, just got very confused there for something. As you go across, you get to the hospital. You do say Abraham is laying in the thing. You can let it in quite easy. They recognise you from last time. Abraham is laying on his chair. Abraham,
Yes.
you're feeling a bit more mobile. As I said, there's only a day of rest you need to get footy things. You felt it like maybe that in your dream you felt a lot weaker than you actually were in real life.
Yeah.
And you do see Garrick, the halfling you met, I think you know him as Eremans, and Rain come into the room.
Thank God you're alive.
Hey guys, it's nice to
Are all
meet
your
you too.
faculties intact?
None of them know what it means, but I just lift up my fingers and click.
Can you hold this? And I just drop a axe into his hands.
I'd say no.
Can I attempt to?
Sure, but you'd be disadvantaged, and I'll make the DC check.
That's fine. Because I just want to see if I can catch it just for the RP sake. Oh, there's no way I'm going to catch this. 5 plus 3, 8.
You see him going, "Oh, yeah, I can try," just fucking, lands in his hands. It's not as though the hands even had resistance. They just kind of go,
Through. I just look at Abraham, just put my hand on their shoulder, and I was like, I was really hoping that you would be better. Damn it. Now it's gonna be even longer until we get out of this shithole.
Can I just look as well and can just say, why? What's happened since I've been gone? And two, do you know what my stuff is?
Nothing's really happened. I just... You know when you go somewhere you really, really dislike, and the longer that you're there, the more insane you go, and the more insane, more focused on just getting the fuck out of there you are?
Yes.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm starting to go a bit insane.
Okay, I understand that. You could do something to help me though.
Find your stuff? Yeah, sure. I can't talk to Rain. He can't either. So we're at a bit of a loss if she can actually help us find the stuff. And I don't know if I can understand any of the guards. But I can help you look.
If you could help me look, that'd be grateful.
I mean, did I see where it got put, Luca, or am I completely in the dark?
You didn't see where it get put. All you know is there's a chest behind him, and there's some carrots to his left as well.
Is there any? And there's nothing in the chest.
You don't know.
I go look in the
It-
chest.
Yeah, you see all his gear.
I just pick it over. I'm like, there's your stuff, you moron.
It's just see
Sorry.
Abraham smile massively and just like happy. This is thank God there's no scalpel this time.
Now, how much of this can you actually wear right now, or do you need a few days of rest?
It's not a few days. So, you think that from what you've been told, like when everyone was still here, Abraham, by probably tomorrow essentially. So in the morning tomorrow after a long rest, will be able to wear all this stuff. At the moment, I'd say Abraham probably can't use his sword nor wear his
Yeah.
armor.
That's fair.
His spells he probably could cast, but he would be at disadvantage to do so if it's a targeted spell.
Are you comfy staying here then, or do you want to go find some more comfortable lodgings? I'm sure between me and Tim, we can carry your stuff for now.
I would I do not mind doing either, but I wouldn't mind acquiring one of these plague masks. They seem rather useful.
I say, by the way, like I wouldn't have said your stuff is unattuned. Like the minute you get your stuff back, you can recognize it. Like so you can use it again. Rain does try to whisper to you.
1 second.
You know. Oh,
I
sorry.
will put I'll put my amulet of silver tongues on.
Cool.
Okay, I placed it on now.
I'm pretty sure you've talked to Rain in Elvish, if I'm recalling.
have,
correctly.
yes.
think... Okay, so Rain would talk to you, as well. Like she's not being loud about it. It's not that she's trying to keep it secret from the rest of the group. She's more just whispering in Elvish just to make
Well,
sure
the rest of
you
the
can
group can't understand her, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it's not like she's trying to
Yeah.
obscure her voice for you guys, basically.
Yeah.
She will go like I have secured some lodging. I can't tell these guys about it, but I have secured some lodging. I wanted to have a talk with you guys after, potentially, just about something.
That's fine.
We need to talk about what's going to happen with. I imagine like Erlen's body is like on a table near you guys. We need to have a talk about her and the next steps from there, and I potentially a small request, but that's not on the higher levels.
That would be perfect, Rain. Rain, could you possibly do a favor for me?
Sure.
I think you could acquire one of them plague masks.
Can I just say, as that's happening, because Garrick would have spotted Erin's body as well. He's just going to go over and like strap her up into the makeshift backpack again.
Garrett's getting used to this now.
Yeah.
Alright, come on, Erin.
Garrick's just become freaking.
You are the backpack man.
What's his name from Death Stranding? Sam.
What happens when she's not a backpack anymore?
She will still be a. I like to think right now it's like Chewbacca and C-3PO, and C-3PO's in pieces.
Garrick says you're gonna it's the one bit. Garrick says you're gonna somewhat feel like his shoulders are light by the end of this. Like when she comes back to life. It's like,
I feel like a heavy weight has been lifted from my shoulders.
It's like actually putting some like bricks into his backpack now, just to.
He's gotten so buff, it's like, well, I can't lose my muscles now. Do I get a +1 strength at the end of this?
No.
Aw.
That's what proficiency represents, Garrick.
What does the score represent then, Luca?
Your base strength from when you start.
It can also be increased.
That's through your own abilities. Right. So. Sorry, fucking hell. You strap up with Erilyn. Abraham, you can leave if you want to. They're not stopping you. They basically just stay through rain. I don't get bitten by any more spiders, essentially.
Yeah, I'll try my best not to.
They also give you a kind of a. You're not really sure what it is, but it seems like kind of a glass-like sticky thing. You know, it's like a kind of a small. Looks like probably about coin size.
Okay. Can I like? Have they got like a plague mask on?
Yes, they would.
Can I point to them? Can they can understand me, can't they?
No.
No. Can I point to the mask and then point to my head and like do like a put on thing, like as I say, put on and point to the masks.
They probably relay to you. No, this is a something we get through our years of mastery, essentially.
Oh. Okay. And I nod and point to the little jar they give me.
It's not a jar. It's more like a little kind of object. They tell you it's like a little sweet, like a lollipop.
Okay. I will keep it in my little pocket for now.
Sure.
And I then point at Erilyn, who's now on Garrick's back,
Yes.
and then just like do a shrug as if to help.
They shrug back, basically. There's nothing they can do.
Okay.
This was pointed out, sorry, I forgot to mention it. Basically, they say they cannot help the party with that regard. I think they said they can help you. And, yeah. I say the whole party mixed back up at this stage. Oberon, you see Rain being followed by literally everyone, and Erilyn on the shoulders of Garrick.
I like to think that at some point during that, I finished up. I just look I'm like, who the hell are you? Just say it out loud in common.
Sprig?
Right, he doesn't understand me. That makes sense.
No. I understood you very well.
You speak common?
I'm talking. I'm going to straight up just talk to you in Elvish because I can kind of tell you're an elf.
I keep talking to you in common.
Okay, I will talk to you in Elvish. And I'm just looking at you more and more confused that you're talking to me in this other language that isn't Elvish. I'm like, why? Why? Do you not speak Elvish? Okay.
I then like start cycling through languages. I start speaking to him in Dwarvish, and then in Halfling.
It's one of those things. It's like hearing German when you're out on the road. You know that it's German, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
And I imagine this is the scene they walk in on.
Yep.
Abraham, you see a halfling. You're not a halfling, sorry. You see a fourth Neblin that you do not recognise.
I immediately look at Oberon. Oberon?
Hello. You're awake?
Who's this? And
I have
yes,
no idea.
while I'm awake,
He's been staring at me for the last, like, I look at my wrist, there's nothing there, 4 hours.
Abraham going to crouch down and say, "Who are you, little guy?"
The name, what language are you talking?
Doesn't matter, you can understand me.
Of
Yeah.
course. Whoa, okay. They're got a regular common speaker from round here. Finally, someone I can talk to in Gnomish. Wonderful. Hello there. I'm very well. My name is Sprig. I was told that you guys do adventures and stuff, and I'm going insane. Being stuck indoors. May I join you? I do a hearty and just pulls out. Here is a spider roll that I made earlier. If you are hungry.
Okay, Sprig.
Good
So,
God, you're a big person.
so Sprig, from what you're telling me is I'm saying this out loud so everyone can hear and understand me. Okay, Sprig. So what you're telling me is you're an adventurer who's trying to escape your family, who's going insane because of your family, and you made me a spider roll, and you'd like to join us.
I look at the other two who are with him. Did anybody tell him that half of our parties died?
Everyone's is just going to look around. Just
Okay.
awkwardly look around.
Okay, that's I say that in Elvish as well.
Okay,
My
so
ears definitely pick up on that. Died?
and
I look at him and go, when I got here, I have the feeling there were like 3 lives before mine.
Oh, if we're including those guys, it's been way more than half. We're at like 200% in.
Have you ever heard of war?
what is it good for? Absolutely
You
nothing.
just see Oberon start counting on his fingers. It's like, I think we've lost like 7 people.
Yeah, you know when big battalions
Some
have
including him, who's may die to go back.
It might be 8 actually, because yeah, he did die, and I point at Abraham.
I got better.
Didn't
So
stick.
if your idea of escaping your kids is through death,
We can give you the forever escape.
Luca, can I re-roll a new character, please? I think they put me off.
You made your bed, lie on it.
your kids may be driving you insane, but coming with
Also, did
these
anyone?
guys will get you killed. I might actually be the reason you die. I've been the reason that the one in the bag is dead.
Pulls those out again.
What the fuck is
You
that?
may have
Oh,
seen this
did
guy.
I know
earlier.
that they had toys in a bag?
Yeah, I'm
But
pretty sure
you
you
did see-
watched me put him in the bag.
Can
Oh,
you,
okay, that's
can you
fine.
literally, you literally hear Abraham say, "Oh, that's where he went."
It's me. What the hell is even that?
And you have seen this one on my back, right?
It was so much better condition than Zoe.
Yeah, it's always like when he
Frozen
pulled him out,
inside.
there was a smell, and you think you got a bit of liquid on you.
Like Evelyn looks like she might just be
Oh, no.
asleep.
Yeah.
Zoe's just like rotting in my
Actually-
bag.
As you pulled him out, his arm's just fallen off and he's fallen back in the bag.
I mean, it's not even been a full day yet. I think since he's died. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, imagine bringing
raw,
all to
very
his kitchen though.
He's just really stiff. I can't
I
actually
was
get
gonna
him
say,
through
how
the
the hell
bag
could
now.
there be a smell when there's no air in the bag?
That's it. Once he comes out with the bag, there is a smell.
That's not how decomposition works.
He's actually fermenting in my bag.
Oh, grim.
He's
bloated.
just really bloated. I can't actually get him out of the bag now. I'm just gonna put him
Why
back
did we
in.
have this imagery right before dinner time? Oh.
You hear a slight pop at one stage.
Anyone for some
Oh,
goblin
no.
wine?
Anyway, so can I just say, can we just go to sleep so Abraham can get his full strength back, and can we get on with whatever the fuck we're here to do? Because at this point, I thought we were leaving, but now these two are dead. I don't really know what we're doing down here, because I don't see how anyone can help us with them. I mean, sure, that grey dwarf was meant to help us, but, you know, he's not around anymore.
Rain has mentioned, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure I did mention it last time. Rain has mentioned a possible second solution.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go break into the Elven Fortress and steal some diamonds. Do you not remember that discussion we had? And I look at my wrist again. About 12 hours ago.
Do you want me to tell you something?
I don't know why I
Feels
keep
like it's
looking at
been
my
weeks.
wrist.
Oren, I've got to admit, that I love your magic
Months
space
even.
timing thing.
What was that, Murphy?
I love Oren's space timing thing that he looks at his wrist and knows the time. It's magic.
It's the cave madness. I've not seen the sun, and I look at my wrist again. A week?
I like to think it's actually, you got the little chest tubes I was telling you guys about, like the ear ones which track the time down here. He's actually just got it as a bracelet.
I've just strapped it to my wrist.
But he keeps fucking it up because he keeps putting his wrist the other way, so he just keeps going the wrong way.
Well, at the end of the day, though, Abraham is useless to us today, so if we've got to go break into this Elven Fortress and steal a bunch of diamonds, I think we should probably just, just be done with today.
Well, yeah,
And
the
hope
plan for today
tomorrow
was to do some
something-
shopping and make my toy. And I
Have you paid
I
the
tuck
toy?
it away. I don't show anyone. Yes.
Have you made your toy?
That's why I'm talking to you. I wouldn't be
And have
talking to you if
we-
I hadn't.
And have we bought everything we need? And I'd just look at everyone.
I assume so. We've still got some funds if we wanted to try and find something.
I mean, I got what I need, plus whatever you gave me, because I remember exactly what you gave me and wrote it down straight away.
I'm so glad because I don't remember. So
Excellent.
if it's not written down, it's lost.
Excellent.
Emerence is
Gary's
gonna
been gambling.
pipe up. Emerence is just gonna pipe up and be like, just getting back to the bit about stealing diamonds. And he's gonna sort of like rub his hands
Yeah,
together. and
hopefully
he's
that'll
like,
go better than when you tried to rob that shop that we were all in buying things from.
You see the blacksmith?
Yeah.
I know you can't really understand it.
And then, you tried to lie to the person who didn't understand you.
Also, how is it
I'm
you've been
just-
down
I'm
here
just gonna
for
look at
however
you.
long and you don't understand the language that is spoken down here?
I'm also then going to shuffle a bit weirdly, and I'm just going to be like, look, okay, let me level with you. I think it's
Okay, I
fairly
crouch
obvious
down.
now.
I crouch all the way down.
I'm just be like, look, as you're probably aware, I am a master thief. And I'm just going to hold hands up to like hold the applause. And I'm going to be like, yeah, hold on, guys.
And I'm a giant.
I'm your guy to steal the diamonds.
I
Tell me
pick
where,
him up,
tell me when,
just like
tell
look
me
at him
why.
face to face.
I believe we have told you where, and the why should be fairly obvious.
I just lift him up and just look at him and just kind of like. Well, you do fit into small places, don't you?
It's alright, I think this is Emerence volunteering to go to the Elven Fortress on his own.
This is. I am willing to put myself
Fantastic.
in that position.
Oh, we'll go to sleep. You
Of
go do
course,
that.
this will go well.
I wish you well, sir. And I pat him on the back.
Yeah, before you leave, and I will. Wait, I think I had a healing potion, right?
I believe we bought several, but I don't have any of them, so fuck knows.
I give one to Emerence because I'm sure I've got one. Just in case it goes bad, you know.
I'll shove that in my backpack.
Guys,
Over
I
the
thought there is
market.
a guy called Sprig here.
Sorry.
Have you got about Sprig? The chef?
What
Yeah.
about? Well, we're sending Emerence here to go and sneak in, so we can get a good night's rest, and he'll be back here in the morning with what we need. Isn't that right, Emerence?
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
I will happily put myself in the firing line and I will do it.
I look at
I-
all of them and it's like,
And just on the
Okay.
unfortunate side, he doesn't come back because, he's probably been a bit of an idiot like he was with the blacksmith.
I tell
What's
you
our
what,
backup
I
plan?
think we should go with him because I have a horrible feeling if we don't, someone else who's even weirder will show up.
I'd remember to say something.
Have you guys noticed that, actually? That's a really good
It's
point.
very
When
strange. This
someone
always seems to
dies,
be.
someone else appears.
Oh, bro. As well. I wouldn't mind some nice food on the way.
Because when we lost Erlin, that random dwarf turned up. And when he died, we've got this guy. And now Zois is dead, and we have Emran.
It's just like, although it was weird, it took a little bit longer for the one to replace Mordfell. It felt like Abraham was almost a different person.
Hey,
You
it was
remember his
perfect,
accent kept
right?
changing.
No, we don't do that. No, we don't talk about that.
Wait, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, how
Well, James
about
went for a northern accent. We just don't know which far north, basically, at some stage.
what accent?
Yeah, it's like he slowly travelled more north as the session went on.
Like, can I just say, like, I've got a bit of amnesia for the past couple of days.
We killed a spider and we came here. That's about the gist of it.
Yeah, the last 4 sessions, we really not that much.
This is why I'm just.
We bought him a new axe, and I point at Garrick. Garrick's got a new axe.
I swing it a couple of times in the air, as close as I dare to Emran and Sprig.
Wait, why? Why?
Not
Maybe.
hitting you, just swinging in front of you, but close to you, just to.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Oh.
He's flirting.
Oh. Oh. Emirates undoes a button on his shirt.
Anyway, since I have a magical longsword. If either of you two, and I look at Emerance and Sprig, would need this sort of thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a much better fighter with my hands.
Proficient with a longsword.
Who taught you
It's
to
one of
fight
the
with your hands?
When you live down in the depths and you don't have a lot, and you're working with nothing except rocks for the longest time, you start getting good at it.
Have you ever heard of the don't bring a knife to a sword fight?
But it would do if need be.
Turning up with your hands doesn't seem like the wisest decision unless it's a barb.
Hey, look, I'm a gnome. I can jump pretty high, and I can go between their legs. It normally works quite well.
Okay,
But-
so
but
he's
then-
gonna die next.
Look, my speciality is cooking. Would you here have a spider roll?
I just look at him weirdly, shake my head. I'm like, now we're just standing here doing nothing again. Might I suggest we turn in for the day and just get some well-needed rest so Abraham can be full strength and we can get on to the next part of this godforsaken, fucked up journey that we somehow have all ended up on, and Sprig seems to want to join in on for his own insane reasons.
Family are nuts.
You're nuts.
Yeah.
Are we agreed?
Just hear Auberon sigh really loud.
Oh.
Also, I think Emran's had an issue because he started getting really arsey with me when I told him about the spiders coming out the hole, and he tried to grab me on the leg.
Or did he actually listen this time? So I'm pretty sure I've told him about the spiders coming out of the hole multiple times since we've met him.
Oh, okay, so he just doesn't listen or understand what's going on then.
I'm in a world of my own, baby.
Eberons, we fell down a hole, and then we tried to close it, and then Erlin died, then we tried to revive Erlin, and then Zois
Then
died,
Mordfell died.
and
Oh.
Mordfell at the same
Right.
time.
Oh.
The rest of us almost died.
Oh,
On top of the mashed
Abraham
potatoes.
saved the day,
lovely.
and now we're here.
I don't have the brain juice currently because brain juice got hurt.
Yeah.
I am nice. Emerence is going to have a little momentary flashback to his conversation with Garrick, and then completely remember about the hole because Auburn just mentioned it, and go, "Oh shit, yeah, right. So that hole, spiders up top, scary.
Yes, that's why we're trying to close the hole.
No, it's a bit late for that. They are everywhere.
Well, then we're gonna go and kill the big in charge spider. That's kind of part of what we're doing down here.
Sooner rather than later, if we could.
By all means, you can go and kill Big Mummy Spider that has multiple daughter spiders. That one of them has telekinetic links with mushroom zombies. By all means.
Emerence is going to just look at Auburn a bit dumbfounded and just go, "I'm happy to do the diamonds."
This is when Emerence robs the party. It's like, no! Byron.
But yeah, if we're happy to sort of mill about for the rest of the day and then go to sleep.
Cool.
And no one else wants to buy anything.
I'm good. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to...
Auburn will stay at the blacksmith and might work on something else. I'll speak to you about it later, Luca, whether or not it can happen.
Of course. I just wanted to say one last thing.
Yes.
Garrick, what are you doing with your old axe? Because I don't think you'd be, like, just in terms of holding shit?
I'm pretty sure we sold it.
Yeah, I'm
Did you-
pretty sure we did.
Okay.
Before that
In this-
point, I'm pretty sure I said like, well, if I've got this, like, magic.
In that case, sorry,
I don't need a +1.
Dual wielding great
I don't know
axes.
why. In that case, then I'm happy. Sorry. I thought, I don't know why, in my head, I thought you hadn't sold it for some reason.
Well,
Right.
either way, Garrick doesn't have it anymore, so wherever it is.
It's gone.
Did you need to go for dinner?
Nick, are you hungry? Not yet.
Alright, last thing then, we're going, as Rain mentioned, she had got some accommodation for the group. Which is this commons house. She's booked out, like, enough beds. And, she did want to talk to the group before. Would you guys want to go talk to her?
Yeah.
Cool. So she leads to whomever wants to come with. She leads you off to a kind of small room in the couple's room, like kind of at a table, and she just lock the door, so no one else can come in. So the summary of it is she wants to give some details on the other city. He kind of gives a gist of, right, I don't know if I'm going to survive until we get there, so just want to give this to you guys just as a, make sure that you guys know where the it is, unless in case I die.
Ever the optimist.
Yeah, look, I think I've gone against the odds here so far. You guys seem to run into everything horrible. You know, when I first came out of this fucking hole and went to the surface, good lord, it was a lot lighter. Not the surface, the villages is what I mean.
I was gonna say that's one hell of a revelation. You do see her kind of, like, she very much wants to talk about it, but he's hesitating.
I'm back, but
So, you all don't know anything about the. Well, she points at the. I imagine Spriggs with you.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I don't know how much you know about it, but the Drow City. So the Drow are based off of a matriarchy. They have an ultimate leader of the city, and there's 7 great families, all of them living in these spires. I describe them. They're like big kind of like stalagmites forming from the floor. they kind of tower above the rest of the city. In every family, and I've only got the chance to see it once. They all have a diamond for this kind of situation. Usually, it's reserved to bring back the matriarch of the family in case the rights of succession has failed. So these are the only ones I know of that probably could do this kind of thing, but it requires for us to climb one of these spires to get to the top and find this one, which I think is locked behind some security. I know there is certain elements of defense in the city. They have a variety of creatures. I don't really see specific ones, but I can. I will give. This is out of game. I'll give you guys a summary in written form before the next session, just in case you want to prepare spells and such. And I also know that there is a few ways into the city. I think there's a public access which the elves use. I've had to use it a few times. But I think there's a few secret ones as well. That's kind of the basics of it. I'll make a map as well.
Okie dokie.
If there's one, and if there's any questions, I can answer it. I did, and I very much realised we're time frame here. I would like to help you guys to get into the city. I'm very much, well, I think kind of stuck in this cause. There is a favour I would like to ask before we leave here, though. There is a city. I'm sorry, a house in one of the quarters. The Guardian quarter. It's there's something in there that I need. If you guys would help me get that, it's.
Hey, what is it you require?
Now, you say
I don't
this,
think I'm coming.
but this very much sounds like it's going to be an unlawful, we have to go and steal it.
Yes and no. Officially,
That's a
it's-
yes. That's a yes.
That's a yes. That is
That's
a
a
yes.
yes.
That's a yes wherever I've heard one.
Officially, it's mine, but I don't want. But to probably the people that did the house of, they will probably consider it fair. Yes.
Yes. It's bureaucratic bullshit. We're used to this sort of thing.
Less bureaucratic.
His eyes just go
more-
blank and he remembers the capital. Oh.
Oh. By the way, while this is going on, can I give Rain a hug because for the fact that she thinks she's not going to make it through it, and I want to give her a hug to reassure her that there's a good chance that she won't. But I'm not going to say that.
It's an heirloom. My mother had promised me this. It's really small. It's like a little plaque. My mother had promised me it before she passed, but they weren't. The family isn't aware of my existence. I'd rather not. I'd rather keep it that way for their sake, because my existence to them is probably a horrific concept. Okay. I like. There's no rush in that regard. I'm probably not gonna be coming back to the city, but I'll let you discuss. I would like to go. I'm not going back to the city again, and would possibly like to go to the surface you guys have mentioned.
Well,
As it
I mean,
sounds
as is, our
way less
exit
horrible.
strategy is to just climb back up, right?
Basically,
So
that's how I did it before.
So we might just have to come back through this way, and I'd rather be able to come back to the city and rest after we've done murders than not. Unless you think whatever this is going to help us.
I don't feel like this is this is your last moment to upgrade your gear and sell items before.
That's why I've posed the question this way.
It's more ornamental than functional. Like, it was just a request.
Because we might be able to do it on our way back.
That is true.
So we're going to have to drop off Sprig when he inevitably doesn't die somehow.
What?
What?
Hang on.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, we should put
Alright.
that in your contract that if you die, we're not responsible for bringing you back. We can bring your body back.
I can
just
put you in the
it won't-
bag.
Or that.
oh.
Like Burke and Hare, you fucking.
There is a risk to that though, because if I die, the bag disintegrates, and well, who knows what happens to what's inside it?
Oh, they go to a subplane.
But yeah,
Can't
they're
get to it
somewhere.
anymore.
They're in a demi pocket plane somewhere. So. Just at the end of the campaign, someone gets banished, and they just end up in my bag of holding.
Just
Surprise!
oh, why are there two bodies here? I can't breathe. Actually, no, they can't be in that one because there have to be a safe demi plane with with air.
Well, you know, some
Reflects
races
the
don't need to
definition of
breathe.
punishment. All right, but yeah, this is what she would say to you. She would say, yeah, take it. As per, I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey. Next, how hard is it going to be to get this item? Are we going to have to fight people?
Why do
Which
you
one,
ask
the
the question of if
diamond
we
or
have
the
to fight people? Do you not
Your-
have you
your
not been in this
thing.
place long enough? We're gonna have to fight someone at some point.
We
It's
are.
inevitable.
But if we can avoid fighting the friendly people, I'd like to.
Is anyone here friendly other than the people we're here with?
I mean,
Well, it
I'd...
all depends. Have you got fungus in you?
I mean, hey, we could always
I
just
don't
send
know, I think
Rick to
Garrick
go and
does
see
have
it, find out
fungus
if
in
they're
him still,
friendly.
doesn't he? It's a point. That's a good point.
Do I still have fungus?
That's a good point.
He does. I was wondering if people were going to remember that.
Nope.
There's nothing that would indicate to Garrick that he does. Someone else around who's affected is a buzzer.
I mean, we have to rest again, right? Abraham, you want to do your thing? And I just like slowly get behind Garrick.
She would say, like, if all went well, I don't think we need to fight. We're just, well, going into a house in a private district, essentially.
I mean,
And
I can give you a potion that will change your appearance.
That, well, can you imagine going up to a house, you know, give them a handshake and say, "Hi, yes, there's a plaque in your dead daughter's, you know, bedroom that has been promised to a bastard daughter of hers."
Well,
You know,
you could just transform yourself to look like some of the staff or a butler or one of the people that lives there and just go in and get it. You don't have to talk to anybody. That was all your interpretation.
Thinks about it for a second. Yeah, that's that.
I
I'm
would-
not
I would-
amazing at the deception part. Yeah, so I didn't thought of that.
I would assist further rain, but as you can see, currently I'm very feeble.
I would also suggest one of us does that, but we can't speak the language. We could send Spriggan. Sprig, that could be your welcome to the party, pal. You're gonna have to go and break into someone's house.
It's like an initiation, but like really shit.
Trial by fire,
Wait, hold up.
or in this
Hold
case,
up.
trial by B&E.
Sprig,
If
you're the
anyone
one
did
that
this-
wanted to come, so you know.
Spriggan, you did say you wanted to get out the house, and this is getting out the house and into someone else's.
Just looking all at him and just like, so what skills do you have, bro?
I'm good at sneaking.
Okay, sounds
That's just what we
perfect.
need.
Let's go break into that house.
By the way, Luca, what spell do I need to use again?
Say again, sorry?
What spells do I need to use?
Okay. Both times I'm. Did you say what spells do you need to use?
Yes, for
Or-
mushroom removal.
Mushroom.
It is Lesser Restoration. I think it was one, which is it gets rid of disease, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah. I'm going to go up. I'm going to just like hug Garrick, and to say, "How are you today, Garrick?" And cast Lesser Restoration.
I mean, it would be. Are you trying to, like, deceive Garrett that you're not trying to do this spell?
Correct.
Right,
And then when he tries to escape, I'll be using a strength check.
I will assist.
Cool. Give me a deception check to begin with, and it will be obviously disadvantage.
Okay,
I'll
that's
let you have the let it counter out on the strength check if that occurs. What do you get?
Just 1 second. I'm just looking at. I got deception.
Come on, move, quick up.
Okay, I got 12 minus 2. That's 10.
10. What's your passive insight with Garrett? It's probably 10, right? Like, unless you've got a
why
minus
am I
heaven-
inciting someone?
Just your passive.
What happened?
I think
You're not
just
fear,
give me your
just
passive
what-
insight.
Insight 12.
Yeah, you think he's coming to hug you, so you can get rid of the disease, which you feel is a very bad idea. It occurs to me we've not actually done this with yet. Yeah, basically, you think he's getting rid of your disease since he's done it before, and you think this is a really, really bad idea.
Cool. I run away.
Alright, this is where the strength check kicks
You've
in.
activated our trap card.
You directed our trap card.
So, I need it's a contested strength check. Abraham, as you got help from Bailey, you get to roll it as a straight.
Straight. Okay.
Am I
Perfect.
running a strength
look-
check or save? Sorry. Say strength check.
Strength check. Basically, just go.
Just straight strength.
I got 20 all in.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah,
This is a good time to roll bad.
Okay. So you're able to. You can cast Lesser Resurrection without an issue. Then you're holding him down, basically together. You are now.
cast it.
not-
I am back, by the way.
Garrick is not affected by the fungus anymore.
Woohoo! Yeah, baby.
Just look at Sprig, who's probably watching this confused, like, oh yeah, there's also mushrooms that turn people into zombies, if you know what a zombie is. And he's just dumbfounded.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so with that out of the way, you guys can all take a long rest if you desire, unless there's something else you want to do.
And before Abraham goes to sleep, I would like to do a prayer to Arij.
Okay. A prayer is done.
Okay. Apart from that,
You you should have baked out a response. I feel it.
it's just trying to pray. Like, I hope I don't get more
Please
than.
respond.
Yeah,
Don't leave me on
please-
read, God.
Yo, God, it's me, your boy.
Yeah, God, it's me. Yeah, boy,
Not heard from
Abraham.
you in a while.
I am your one and only disciple. It's only nearly died twice. Please send
Twice,
no more.
I'm not
Spreading the
Can I
good
try and
word.
break out of this?
Please send no more fungus people after me or bad fungus dreams.
Oh,
They were
once
horrible.
once the spell's gone, we let you go.
Yeah, basically, you now feel fine. Like, the fungus is gone. They let you go. But
We were getting rid of the mushroom in your brain.
That explained why I had a sudden urge to flee.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Brain mushroom.
It's almost
Brain,
like a
brain,
what's
make the
its
go-go,
name
juice not go-go.
in there.
Apparently, if it gets too bad, it makes you say that.
So why are we still standing around here anyway? Because
We're going to bed
I
now.
can't stress to you enough how much I want to get out of this fucking place.
It's you and me both, brother. Caves. Never again.
Oberon, why exactly are we still here?
Because people died and we need to make them not dead.
Do we need to?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Yes.
could just take them back to my tribe. My tribe has elders that could probably.
I don't think we can get there in 10 days. I mean, we spent 7 getting to where we are now.
Ugh, feels like it's been months.
It does. Several.
Time in here feels weird, man.
Do any of you guys remember Christmas?
Oh, what's a
What's
Christmas?
Christmas?
What's Christmas?
What's a Christmas?
Exactly.
That's one of these weird marriage holidays.
It is.
Fuck marriage.
Oh, fuck Arridge. Arridge is good.
I quite like some.
What?
You know, it's when he turned himself into a swan.
It's where
Right.
it turned itself into a swan and gives out eggs to the people.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. Right, let's continue. Does everyone can take a long rest?
Yes, okay. Take a long rest.
Abraham, we're now up to full health again.
Yeah, baby!
Let's see what that means. Boop, 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 boop.
Also, let me just mark that off as ours.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Today's there's torrential rains, by the way.
What? Where?
I've seen this in chat just for myself. It gives me a temperature and a weather.
Oh.
Okay, so do we actually want to go and help Rain do her thing, or are we just going to head straight down?
Oberon, I want to get out of here. I don't give a shit about these.
Okay, this isn't in character. This is me genuinely just asking to speed this up.
Okay, I'd like to
Can
help
we
Ray.
get out of here?
I'd like
Even I want to get out of here. I don't want to be in this fucking cave anymore. I hate this place.
Fantastic. So we'll if we come this way on the way back, we'll do it then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
For the love of God, can we get out of here? This isn't even a character anymore.
Unless she does want to do the transformy, go on your own thing. And I ask her this.
We also will send Spid with her.
Just say, no, it's okay. We can go.
We'll do it on the way back. And that's an Oberon. That's an Oberon guarantee.
Which means
And let me tell you, Oberon gets shit done.
when he's not dead.
It may take a while, but he gets shit done.
Perfect. You guys start traveling. Let me just have a thing. Does she do anything else while she's here? Yeah, you do see her go up to the wall as you guys are leaving as well. And just put her hand on it and leave. Okay.
Just
So,
start
you
saying in common to
guys-
the others. There's clearly a lot going on here. I really don't want to unpack this.
So we jump back up to this map.
Back to the
Oh
cave
yeah,
tunnel.
this map. Fun.
Whee! Remember to zoom out and look at the bottom.
Oh my God. Where even are we? There we are.
Maybe we do just jump.
Hey, can we just speed run straight down? Just
This was
I
always
think
been an
we're
option.
about
I have
halfway.
suggested it.
Yeah.
Are we halfway?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Do we just jump then?
that sounds like such a bad idea.
can I just why are we still going down?
Because we need a diamond.
And the spider mother.
What?
Yes, we're definitely doing that.
Are we?
No.
Okay. So diamond and done. Yes?
A diamond and the spider mother.
Oh.
And I wink.
Yeah, I went back like
Because
gotcha.
the spider mother definitely wouldn't murder us all.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Cool. All right. So you guys head out, and you recognise the big fucking ravine in front of you again.
Hello, my old
Your
friend.
favourite pet. You do distinctly notice, whereas previously there was a zip line across, this there is definitely not one here.
Oh no.
How far across is this?
180 feet.
Not this again. So we're gonna have to jump across again. We've all got our hooks, right? Everybody's got a hook. Sprig doesn't.
I don't.
Is this one of those where it's...
No, we gave Emerance, so we'll give Emerance Zoi's one, and Morphel's one,
Okay,
which is
nice.
Erlen's one, goes to
Is
Sprig.
this a situation where the platform on the other side is much lower than the one on this side? Or are we going to have to climb back up?
She does look at you. I don't know. The entrance I came... I've heard of some secret entrances above. The main entrance I know of is a lot further down. We can very jump across. It should be easy.
Garrick
but-
just starts walking back and then turns and just sprints and hurls himself across,
Cool.
grappling hook in hand to grab onto the wall.
Just leave it there. Then jump. Wait a
Everyone
second.
just starts saying, so how many of us are there? And Garrick just whoosh. Every time.
And you just hear this. It's like, I hate this place.
Okay, I believe it was an acrobatics, if I check if I remember correctly. Fucking hell, it was like half a year when we did this last.
Just, I turn and look at Abraham's like, I hope he remembers he can't see in the dark.
It's athletics, right?
Yes. No, acrobatics.
Oh, well.
You still use the same dice, don't worry.
Well, I rolled a 6, so for acrobatics, that's an 11.
Cool, you make it across. The grapple hook makes it. The DC for this was never hard. You guys just did fucking terribly last time.
Hey, not you guys.
I'm talking
And you
as
guys-
a group.
You guys just hear, I made it across, and Erlen still seems secure.
Oh, okay.
I told you I was wearing her like a backpack, eh? My fault you forgot.
Roll. Can you roll a stealth check, Garrick?
A stealth check.
Yeah.
What was the question?
I turn and look at Abram. I hope he remembers that the cave's full of spiders. You just hear him shout back across the ravine.
Oh.
He does. He didn't remember.
Erlen's on Garrick's back, right? Confirm here.
Yes, she is, and I just rolled a 1 for stealth.
Yep. Just give me a second. Ba-ba-ba. Should I make this guy's damage? Right. Got it. Oh, fucking hell, it's taking age to load.
For
Alright. This thing is going to. Right, Garrick. Does a 7. Sorry. Does a. That's not right. Does a 17 hit you?
17.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. How much health does Garrick have?
Oh boy.
Enough.
That's a question. That's a great question after we've just had a long rest.
This thing's got an ability, and this is the scary ability of this thing. We might have to roll it in a second.
What?
Okay, Garrick, you take 41 points of damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
I'm alive? Just? You guys just hear me go, I hate this place. Oh, fucking God! There's something here!
Why does he
Give me
always
one second.
jump?
I'll just say, Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. Can I have initiative from everyone?
No.
Initiative, of course you can.
God, really?
Okay, I rolled alright. I might be able to help.
I rolled a 9 plus 4 is 13.
Just thinking about
13, fantastic, I rolled a 1.
Before Abraham, that won't be
So
that
it's
much.
a classic Abraham initiative.
Yeah, classic Abraham initiative.
Oh, good, this map doesn't exist. Okay, you make this. Ignore the fact it's not the cross or whatever.
We decided many moons ago that this ravine is plot-sized.
No, we're rolling initiative, aren't we?
Yeah. Also, just occurs to me that Garrett can't actually see this thing.
And I'm also carrying a person and grappled hooked onto a fucking wall.
And this is why we don't just act on our own. We discuss with the party what we're doing before we jump.
Cool, that was a 9 for Garrick, by the way.
Okay, you are at this height, I'll say. I'm not going to put Erin on the map. Actually, no, I will put Erin on the map because, well.
She's alive! He's alive!
Okay. Does any of you have? You don't have Zoy's dark vision. It's the one big thing I need to change there. Sprig. What is Sprig again?
That was horrid.
Sprig would have it, wouldn't it?
I'm so thankful I have my goggles on.
How much dark vision does Dwarf Netherlands have?
So there's something. Huh?
How much vision does?
I have
Dwarf
no idea
Netherlands
who
have?
that is, but I think it is a dark wizard. Something really cool though. So you know how the carriage is being pulled by nothing? It's actually being pulled by a magical creature called a Thestral, which you can only.
Yeah.
I don't think you can change voices. No. Hair and facial, I think you can.
James, how much dark vision do you have?
Sorry, what was that?
How much dark vision do you have?
Dark vision. Where is that? Traits.
220.
Yeah?
I knew it was something higher. Okay.
It's up to you if you want to create a new one or not.
I am very confused. What's going on, Cameron?
Yeah, what is happening, man?
Sorry, I wasn't unmuted.
Yeah, we know. We solved the whole thing.
Fuck off.
Right. So, can you guys see the map?
Yes.
I see the map, yes.
Yes.
I imagine it's very much a thing of you can just see a circle of light around you, then it's just darkness.
Don't forget rain.
Bad point. I imagine Rain at this stage, by the way, is just looking at you going, yeah, this is why I wanted to tell you guys before. Just in case.
You're not the
That's
one that
not
jumps.
right.
That's not rain. She was a spider the whole time.
Well, she's wearing a spider helmet, which is, by
Son
the way,
of a bitch.
like, there is a limb missing from Sid's mask now. Okay, can everyone roll an initiative?
Yeah. Are you ready for it?
I already have them. Did you get mine, Luke, earlier?
9 for Garrett.
Didn't get yours.
Okay, mine's a 1, natural.
Total?
I don't have any pluses to my initiative.
Oof. Okay, I think I need, looking at this list, Emerance and Oberon.
I got 20.
Okay, don't know why that didn't go through. You got 13, you say, Emerance? Okay. So,
I also got
first
13.
need... Yes, I saw that one. I don't know why only some people got for later.
Well, I
Something
rolled with
weird.
physical dice.
Gotcha. Right. Oberon, you are first.
Oh boy. And how wide did you say this was?
Which actually looking at this,
Come again?
possibly looks. I think it's 180 feet. I think it is actually to scale. Looking at this.
That's 130.
130. We'll say this particular bit is 130.
And would it be just my movement to do the jump across?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna jump across and try and help this
Can I have
moop it.
acrobatics check?
Acrobatics, blammo. That is a brain. 15.
15. Cool. 15 gets you across. You go down 6 minus feet. There's a big ass fucking spider on Garrick.
Is there?
You should be able to see this.
I cannot.
What?
Have you given it the right elevation?
Plus 60. Gotcha.
Well, it is a big spider. Check that out.
So I'm not sure if I'm meant to see anything because my I have no vision apparently.
Yeah, you don't have a talk or anything.
What? Freak has dark vision.
I have dark vision.
You should play it. Give us a go.
I mean, you can't see anything currently because there's nothing there. You should be able to see the people next to you, and that's it.
Can you see Zoe's, Abraham, and a commoner below you? I can see that on my screen. On the left side?
No, can't see anything.
You can't see anything. Okay.
Can't see.
You should have arrow. Why don't you?
Okay. Garrick, do you want to try some nonsense?
You're selected as Erling, right, James?
Yes.
Later, bring it back
Unless. Oh wait. I still.
See anything yet? Refresh the page, maybe.
Yes, I can see now. I can see now. Thank
Don't
you.
know why that was. Okay. Yeah. So you got an action left, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd quickly ask Garrick, do you want to try some nonsense?
So what's happening right now? Have we actually done initiative and everything now?
Yeah, I've swung over and I'm next to you now, and I'm asking you if you want to try some nonsense.
You can see me bleeding, and I'm just like, I just want to get out of this fucking cave. And
I'm
stop
taking
being
that as a
attacked by
yes.
things I can't
Grab
see.
onto the wall, and I cast enlarge person.
Excellent. I'm all for this.
Okay. But you're hooked on, so you don't have to do anything as a strength check. Just thinking how the fuck.
Well, I'm now a large
I'm gonna get
character.
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you
give
get
this-
advantage on,
yeah, because this-
on strength, and you get an extra d4 to attacks.
I'm gonna skip just for now. I'm gonna have the spider roll a deck save just to see if it just holds on because now I've been through it. Now it's just grabbing onto Eric in theory. Let me just.
This was the only way I could think of pushing the spider.
I don't know.
I know I can do this. It's a large creature you turned into, right?
Yes.
Do this in a way that it's not
Big
just-
Garrick.
So spider rolls a deck save. Let's see if it fucking succeeds. It's a bit of an idiot.
Amusingly, it does say so any equipment and objects he's carrying grows with him. Does that mean Erlin gets big on his back as well?
Oh my god.
She's an object.
So Erlin just said, oh my god.
Okay, deck save. It fails. You see the spider drop off. And goes our initiative. You can't give it to you, he's dead.
I'm fucking shocked that that worked.
I can't, like, if a spider falls off you and it falls into it, I can't get it. I can't stop it. It can't jump off of the thin air.
Or we're just kind of like shocked that it worked.
So, ow.
I climb up so I can actually speak to him.
I climb up.
Well, we're out of
Like I
initiative.
climb up to his
literally
head.
instantly, aren't we?
I'll start like flickering a little. I'll take like a bit of rock off the wall. I'll make it light up, like Morse code or something. I don't know Morse code, but I make it flicker to the others to make it seem like it's okay.
You just Garrick shouts in his enlarged lungs. Everything's fine now.
I just face palm. You don't remember what happened last time you shot it?
What was your stealth in total? Can you another one? There was 2 rules about these jumping spiders.
I mean, is there any point rolling stealth?
Yeah, roll a stealth. It wasn't a high roll. I need to see if you fucking lose it.
17.
You're fine. The spider doesn't notice you. I'll have to point out the fucking same amount of damage would have happened to you again. Dipstick. Right, okay.
Okay.
What does everyone else want to... Rain is just jumping across. She's like, oh, fuck this. So she will do a acrobatics check. She gets herself a mod.
Yeah, don't worry. Also, Bron, any chance you can, patch me up and I just open my arms and just gashes all over me? They hurt. A lot.
Can I have an acrobatics check out for you,
Yes.
please?
I
You're
like
jumping across.
pat him on the back emphatically.
And you can see him gearing up to shout across again.
Don't shout! They're coming! Abraham can do it once he's here!
What's the acrobatics for us?
How long
Yes,
does
please.
your enlarged spell last, by the
It's a
way?
minute.
It's an hour, isn't it? Oh, right.
I believe it's a minute.
So everyone's going to come across and just see a big Garrick.
The big Garrick.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Okay. How's everyone's acrobatics checks looking?
Anything.
You say 18?
You guys actually hit me.
Barely.
Oh, I don't know why.
Just visualize it.
It's turned all the way down, so you should be able to hit me fairly well. If I do that, is that better?
You can't actually see it, but you're now on the other wall. Like, you feel like you've attached. Actually, no,
Lovely.
you can. Garrick, Open did do a little torch, didn't you?
No,
I
no,
can't
that
actually
was
see
a
anything.
5-foot light just so they could see it on the other side for sort of signal. It was safe.
Hey, Stick, Strig, whatever your name is. Muted. Abraham?
Sorry, no. Acrobatics, yeah?
Yes, please.
8.
8 is a succession, but you do drop. Distance.
We somehow fucking lose. We lose Sprig before anything happens. He just falls
Oh,
in the
something
hole.
did happen, technically, just not to Spring.
You drop
The first
down.
part of his adventure is he dies.
Drop down to that far. Okay.
Good times.
Abraham.
Yes, I'm going to attempt to get across.
Huzzah. Give me an acrobatics check. Let's see if you can fail.
Hey guys.
It's disadvantage because
Oh,
you are
oh.
exhausted, aren't you?
Oh no. Oh no.
Forever exhausted.
Yeah, permanently injured.
Oh, for
That's
fuck's
Abraham.
sake. I got a 10 and a nat 20.
That's fine.
10 gets you across.
That's fine.
I'll accept the 10 then. Metal dice for the win. I've had to pull out the metal dice because every other dice has failed.
Right, let's we don't have to stay on this map anymore. I'm glad I didn't delete that map. So you're now all across.
What
So-
did rain roll?
Yes, you did.
Did you just say, ah?
Imagine. It's like, well, we don't need to sort out her house anymore.
Quest over.
Quest failed.
It's like an Elden Ring where if you progress too far in the game, the NPCs just commit suicide.
I think there's one of the. I remember reading about it. One of the NPCs just killed the rest of them.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happens in any Souls game where you meet NPCs.
Okay, so you guys are now across the thing. You do hear a few other spiders. Not the torrent you used to heard before for the last couple of times you've gone across. Rain will whisper to you, when she's very much trying to keep her voice low. Okay. We are now getting to where the elves interact. I think we're just above the city now. And you are directed to basically kind of a cave opening that's just slightly below you. You should be able to see it on the map. Basically, what's lit up. You see a tunnel. She mentions, so she doesn't know about this tunnel. She knows there are, as she said before, a few secret entrances above. One of which she'd heard about on in the villages called the Wizard's Entrance. She knows the definitive way to get into the city. There is a main entrance if you keep climbing down. No rolls are going to be needed, but if you just climb down quietly, you probably can get to the main entrance as well.
Okay, sounds good.
So, which way are you guys wanting to go?
Just as a quick thing, I'm fairly sure we bought 4 potions of healing last time. I've got 2, so Garrick, if you wanted to use one.
He's gulping it instantly. What level?
So it's 2d4 plus 2.
Cool.
You use those dice I gave you. Fucking ages ago. I can't
Better
remember
than
what
nothing.
And I kind of look at Abraham and I'm like, any chance you could touch me and heal my wound?
Any chance you could touch me?
That feels grossly inappropriate in this moment.
You know,
That's really-
I'd look at Garrick and I'd look him straight in his eye and say, "You know, I'm a priest of Irish, not the Catholic Church."
Jesus.
You're religious. I don't care. You touch people.
The views
when
of
stuff
Milkshake
happens.
are his own.
Say that?
No.
The views of Milkshake and Abraham do not reflect the views of the rest of the party.
No, not necessarily that. They do not reflect on Beacon, whose channel we are streaming on.
Okay, I will cast Cure Wounds on you at
And
level 2.
besides, Abraham, I asked you to touch me, not diddle me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking hell.
I like the Catholic priest. But anyway,
Guys, we're digging a fucking bigger hole in the fucking you guys are in the campaign. Come on.
okay, I'd like you to heal 17 points.
17.
Yeah.
That's better.
I'd heal you for more, but I don't know when I can next get a long rest. So
No, I appreciate
That's
it.
why I
Just-
didn't want to use mine.
I'm above half.
Mm.
I'm feeling a bit stronger.
No. Right, okay. So, which decision are you guys making, route-wise? You don't have to like whisper this or anything. Just
I just thought, I don't need to use the grapple hook. I walked down the side of that wall.
to be fair, I imagine the grapple hook is needed for the actual kind of
Oh yeah, to
stopping you
get
from
get
distance.
across. But then I
Yeah.
walked down. So what were the 2 options? Was there a fast way and a safe way?
So yeah, there's the fast. Well, there's a defined way. You know the way that, like she mentions, there is a main entrance to the city. But
That
obviously
sounds
there's.
like a terrible idea.
She's heard about some secret entrances above. Specifically, she's heard about one called the Wizard's Entrance. apparently, from what she's heard, she had a quick talk in the Sacred Order Okalai about an entrance that a wizard in the city had set up, but died before he could get back to the city. So no one knows how they entered it. Apparently, there's clues from
That
what they
also
guessed.
does not sound like a good idea.
She's heard that the tunnels possibly might reveal another. She's not exactly sure.
It sounds like it's gonna have fucking wizard traps in it. That's what it sounds like.
She doesn't know. All she knows is there's an entrance called the Wizard's Entrance. It's like,
How are you guys feeling about this? What do we want to risk? Do we want to risk fighting the elves, or do we want to risk getting exploded by magic and wasting time?
I'll be honest, both sound non-preferable.
I have actually
I vote for the
experienced
option that gets
both.
us up the cave quicker.
Emeralds, personally,
going up the Crave is not quicker at this stage. That's a long way up.
Emeralds likes the sound of diamonds still. Got that glint in his eye. That little...
Yep, the diamonds
You can
thing.
taste
You know you're not
You can
keeping the
taste it.
diamond, right?
Emeralds doesn't need to know that he's a thief. He knows what he wants.
Okay.
I hope that both Emirates and Sprigga live. Can you imagine the adventures of Emirates and Sprig just going around the world?
I feel like we could probably sneak through the main entrance, except for one who might struggle. I look at Abraham.
I also kind of say, like, I'm not exactly, you know, the smallest being either.
Yes, but Abraham, just take a step for me and just don't.
Yep.
I know what you're referring to, but today I'm not feeling so hot with being good at stuff.
Hey, I can always
feel
make you
off
small.
I will give a Rain does pipe up. I will give a warning about this main entrance. The Drow City is called a Drow City because they don't like any other races unless they are bound up in chains. Are very much not allowed into the city.
Okay, well I've got two. How many? I've got at least two of those transformation potions I was telling you about, Rain. So we could potentially disguise ourselves.
Indeed.
These two are going to be too small. These two are going to be too big.
Annoyingly, and you do see her taking off her mask, which she's not really done this whole trip. But you've seen it, and for the rest of the group, you do see a female that has had what you can guess is her ear tips cut off. They look like it's been like with kind of a ragged blade, from what you can gather, and her eyes look like they've been kind of scratched in a way to make them look more rounded. Annoyingly, even if I was to try blending in as a drow, I can't really do that. But the mask, I can't let them see the mask because, well, this type of spider is considered a pet in this city.
Ah.
Well, by the sounds of it, people are considered pets as well, so we should be fine.
Yeah, but it's more like a royal pet.
Oh, they can royally fuck themselves. Anyway, this potion
Indeed.
will.
Why do you think I had the spider?
If you keep the mask on, the potion will disguise that as well.
Okay, in that case, then.
It does only last 10 minutes apiece, though. So it'll have to be a quick. We chug it, we go through, we hide. At best, I can go without one, and I can make myself look a little bit blue. But I don't think that's gonna help. As Oberon starts to look sad, and he turns a little bit blue.
Think sad thoughts. Think sad thoughts.
But yeah, that's how Eladrin work.
But he kind of goes, yeah, not he. She kind of goes, but I mean, I suppose if we could be walking in like as slave traders, I suppose you and me, we take the potions and well, walk these free in. But very much a preference there. I don't really mind.
How do you guys feel about that plan?
What's the plan?
Rain and I act as we take a potion of transformation. We make ourselves look like other drow. We pretend you guys are our slaves, and we're bringing you in.
How's that going to work with the dead one on my back?
She's sleeping.
I feel like...
We don't want to waste merchandise.
How about I'm a hunchback?
Yes? Anybody got a cloak?
Are you suggesting that we shove her under your shirt and just pretend that is a hunchback?
Throw a cloak over me and
Like
I'll
we're
walk
trying
with
to
a hunch.
like we're trying to smuggle her into a cinema or something and some sweets. I love
Garrett
this.
feels a bit of salt and a coin falling out of his back. Fuck!
You know what? This could work, actually. Everybody can dump their weapons in my bag. That will hide that.
Good.
Even if they find out it's a magic bag, they won't know what's in it.
That is also true. Yeah, I'm good.
Anything you're thinking of, Sprig? I think I've forgotten your name at this stage.
No, Sprig is correct. Sprig is correct. I'm trying to,
I keep thinking Spreef for some reason. I don't know.
Spreef?
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's breathe or breathe.
It's a traditional Snivnoblin name. Don't worry about it.
The Adventures of Spreef.
Jesus Christ.
See, failing to
Yeah.
hide Erilyn, as I say, I do have 3 of those transformation potions, and in theory, because she got big when you got big, she would technically disappear. Maybe.
I don't understand much how this magic works. Just
Oberon's just
throw
like,
me something, tell me to drink something. At this point, I don't care. I will do whatever it takes
Okay.
to just get these
we'll
diamonds
go
and
with
get
this.
out.
We'll go with the cloak. Are we all happy with the... You guys are slaves.
Question is, can everyone act here and pretend they're slaves?
Abraham laughs. Ha, no.
Everyone pretend I just killed your family.
Okay, to be a slave, one just needs to look haggard. One needs to look like they don't want to be here, which I don't.
Garrick,
so,
you don't have
know,
to
just
change.
kinda-
I think you've got it nailed, my guy.
Hey, I know what being a slave's like, so...
Just look. Emerence. As we pass through this checkpoint, you are going to have to not speak. That is perfect.
I like that. He's doing a really good job there.
What, I turned to Auburn. What about me? What can I do?
Just look sad, I guess. I feel like we've had a similar plan like this before.
Yes, and Drum to
Is this not how we... Is this not more or less how we got into Amaran?
Abraham,
Less slavers, but I think you were pretending to be merchants, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
Put his hands in the dirt and just like rub it in his face and eyes, so it looks like he's crying a bit.
So he's actually cleaner now.
Yes.
You feel a bit of
Perfect.
fungus go into your bloodstream as you
Oh.
wipe your hands.
Sprig, how's your acting? Fantastic. Let's go.
Even if they're not talking, I'm still gonna have a fucking check for them. I consider it a failure if they respond.
Do I have any shackles on me? I have pitons. Can I?
We have
Oh,
rope.
We do have rope.
Wait, who are you talking to there?
I wish I got put in.
Please say not me.
Oh, I spoke to you both in turn, and neither of you responded in turn.
Sorry. It's weird because obviously where I've got my mic muted, I'm not talking as much, so I'm not really invested. What did you need from me?
Okay, so you guys are going to be pretending you're slaves. Rain and I are going to be the slavers.
I'm very good at.
As we
being
pass the
slave, yeah.
checkpoint, the one rule is you don't talk.
Sure.
Okay. Because I feel like you might say something.
No. What do you mean? Everyone's has never done anything wrong ever.
Exactly, and that's why you keep it that way.
Remember the juggling incident? That was really good.
Just stop talking.
I forgot about the juggling. I did forget about the juggling.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, I'm gonna tie your hands up now. But only Emerald, because I imagine we're still a fair bit away, right?
So I have my hands bound for the rest of this journey.
You are,
No.
it's probably about an hour climbing down, basically.
Maybe one.
Oh my god.
Lang. I've had lang.
Session, Jesus Christ.
Okay. I think that's the plan we're going with.
Okay. Cool. Right. You guys start climbing down for another hour. I shall mark this on the time.
Like, if anybody obviously has any spells or shit that would help with this, speak up.
Gary doesn't do spells.
I don't know about the
If
new
you
guys,
cast
though.
them, by the way, we'll do them at the time. Like, you know, if you say you cast them now, I'll just basically consider it that the time goes off just before you guys go into the city. Just for the sake of, just like sit down. It's like, here's where I cast a spell. So if there's no spells, anyone got spells? And how are you binding these two up, by the way, just out of curiosity?
I've got 50 foot
I
ropes.
have rope as well.
Or just tie their hands together and we'll have them in like a chain behind me.
I have a piton.
I also have a lot of pitons. Remember that 100 gold we spent on pitons that we've not fucking used? That was great.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, you were planning to use them to get out of the hole.
True. Well, they're in my bag.
You didn't think you were going to get the grapple hook as well. So, you start climbing down. You get to a stage. I presume Oberon and Rain then drink the potions.
Yeah, so they only last for 10 minutes, so we'll time it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
you get down to a ledge. And you start seeing the entrance of this city, which is very much a kind of... It looks like a ravine is like letting out to light. It's very kind of a bluish light now, like poking through. You do see the words. I'll put it on screen because you can actually see it. Here I've labeled one city. Deus. Oh fuck me. Der Hills der Lecres. Which means something I genuinely can't remember because I made this so fucking long ago.
Nice.
I think it's to do with spiders, if I remember correctly.
That can't possibly be it.
Yeah. You do notice there is a symbol, but it looks like it's the kind of city's icon. Oberon. This is not the same, but it looks very fucking similar. It very much looks like the symbol of the I need to remember a certain name. Give me a second. Oh my god, this is very much something I remember.
Is it the Fey nature symbol?
No, it is the Fey order symbol.
Oh, fuck.
But it looks like it's been webbed over.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I just look at this, I'm just like... Rain? What is this?
She looks at you. What's up?
It's like unweb it. Like rub my hand across. What is this?
No, like as in the web is part of the symbol now. It looks like
Right,
the web
I
put it
see.
over it.
What does this symbol mean?
The symbol of the drow.
Oh, fuck. I don't like that. I imagine I've got something on me that has the proper symbol on me.
But I
It
imagine
would probably
it's
be-
not very visible.
It would probably be... have that sort from when I was... Back from when I was a sorcerer, I have that clock, that pocket watch. It has the portrait of my family in it. I imagine it's on that. I'm like, look at this. This is the symbol of where I come from. Look at that. They are basically the same. Where I come from, they're arseholes. So I high-five her, and I'm like, let's go.
Oh,
she does say back to you, To be fair, where they come from here, they're arseholes.
I'll be right back.
Elves are arseholes. I did said this.
Hey, look, there's only one kind of elf that's apparently not an arsehole, and they're dead. The ones that live in trees are okay,
I
as it
just want
turns
to
out.
I just want to wave at Evelyn on Garrick's back.
So, what time is it? 9:30? Oh, sorry, 7:30. We still got time. Awesome. Cameron, did you need to go cook? Or are you still
Yeah,
good?
I think I'm gonna go now and go cook dinner.
Coolio. I think just for sake of ease, I'm just gonna say we're gonna still just run off. I just want to RP the getting into the city, if that's all right.
Yeah.
You're basically just playing the role of a slave.
Yeah, Garrick's a hunchback slave, so
Could
if he's
I
not
get
talking
someone?
to anyone, he's looking as sad as anything.
Can I get someone just to roll the numbers if I need to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll do it.
Bye.
Cool.
Bye.
What cunt?
Jeez.
Well,
So
I'm not going to say Cameron didn't want to stay here.
Remember, we're streaming.
Hey! Cameron didn't want to stay here.
double down. Go for the double down.
Oh, dear.
Nice, nice.
Hey, if I believe something, I believe it.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine for the rest of the journey, Oberon sort of clams up and is just like, what the fuck?
Hey, I did say these were elves that were known.
I feel like I understand why Cameron's like speaking a slave.
Okay.
Anyway, let's continue.
You guys are pushed in, and one thing that Sprig, Emperance, and Abraham very much picks on quite quickly. I imagine Oberon's just probably just walking along, like weapon in hand, very much gonna kind of rank it fire.
Now I
Oh,
feel bad.
yeah, I've got my thing sort of like tucked in
What
my
she said
my
is
pants
nice
at the
thing.
back.
You do notice that Rain seems to be kind of hamming it up, very much.
Oh, I
down
knew that
the
was a
back
bad
if you slow
idea.
down.
You're toxic. There was no need for that. Now you've like sown things in my head. I wish it.
Dylan, you're not muted, by the way.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm toxic. And I'm
Oh dear. Oh dear. We have fun. We have fun.
Okay, but yes, as you see, Rain is very much doing it, and you do know, like, obviously she's not wearing the mask at the second. She just looks like an old drow. You do notice that she looks like she's focusing more on this, just so she's trying to take her mind off of considering what the fuck she's walking into.
Oh yeah.
And you guys walk for the ravine, and there are some guards at the front. They're very much. You kind of walk in, and there was people coming through, but not many. Like, you think you see probably about 10 people walking through at the same time as you. All drown, aside from some of you bound up, similar to yourself. And they do look at you and say, could I get your your names and the houses you belong to? Rain very much takes up the front. Undercommon that. Sorry, you do hear her speak Elvish. She wouldn't speak Undercommon to these people. She will say, we haven't come up with names. Let me just see how well she can come up with names on the spot.
Well, if she has a name that she uses, I can come up with my own one.
She will put
But I don't know the drown naming convention, so I need to hear her one first.
give me. Let me just have a think. Rain. This is not Rain's specialty.
Otherwise, Oberon would probably panic. Like, if she doesn't say something within a decent amount of time, he'd probably panic and say Orthos.
She like looks at him just for like kind of blank like Drowder.
I'm sticking with Orthos. Oh fuck. Drowder.
Yep, that's the role I just rolled.
You know what? No, I'll just use Oberon. Sod it. Why not? But I'm gonna like make it look like I'm subservient to her.
Drowder of the House Webheart. That one she sounded a lot more confident with. She actually sounds like she knows this one.
I'll like bow like Oberon of the same.
Let's do a roll. Can you do me a deception roll, please?
Yeah.
And you can do advantage because you're guys.
What's my deception these days? Oh, I don't have disadvantage because you can't see my fucking ugly scar. Nice. Where is deception on this? Up there. 16.
Cool. Do a roll. We don't have you coming through this entrance. Do we have your names? You mind if we step to the side? I just want to clarify a few more things.
I look to me lady.
You do notice that she's very much regretting the decision she's made to be the front man on this, but she's like, yes, of course, but I wouldn't want anything causing interruptions.
Yeah, and then I'll just like bow and follow.
You guys are taken off to a kind of a cave, like like you've kind of built into the cave face, this small room, and they go, oh, can you please hand over your pets over to the other guards here. We'll keep care of them and bring them to the house if this goes wrong. Let's just say.
Of course, and I'll like tug them really roughly to make, for the show. And then I'll sort of walk past each of them and make it look, can I try and make it look like I'm making sure their restraints are on properly, but I'm actually loosening them so that they can get out.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
First time we've actually done a sleight of hand.
I've got a +7 on sleight of hand. Let's go. Natural fucking 20. 27.
Boy. Okay. As Oberon walks past the three of you, he looks like he's trying to tighten the things, but he's actually pulling like the knot really loose and under your armpit, essentially. Like, and you essentially could just, if you wanted to, drop your elbows and you just have free arms. You two are brought to a room, and they go, okay, we need to just clarify a few things. I believe it was a Oberon and a Drowder. Was it from just to confirm?
I'll just nod, yeah.
You see Rain turn. Yes. And can you confirm what the slaves of yours are being used for? Rain just like kind of nod you under the table. It's like I don't.
It's like, we have some for manual labor. The larger two, very strong. They put up a fight when we got them. By gum. Don't get too close. They can be bad. The other two, they're just kind of funny to look at. One of them thinks he's really good at sneaking around, but we caught him. And the other one was just sort of walking through the dark, and we took him. We thought we'd see what we could do with it. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I think we'll probably just be getting rid of that one.
I see. Well, you know what to say. Dragon fodder, right?
Exactly.
We do need to feed the deep dragons.
In his mind, he's like, what the fuck is a deep dragon?
Yes. Okay. What do you think about this? Sorry. So, bringing in some slaves from the web part. So, fuck hell. I've just completely blanked on what the fuck I had arranged here.
It's been a long day for you, sir.
It has.
Don't worry,
We've
take
had
your time.
We've had three bloody interviews today. I really wish we could get this done and quickly. Listen, it was can we guarantee if we talk to the Webheart family, they will know you and that you are employed by them? Or actually, do you have the name of the manager at the very least?
I looked to Ray.
You see Rain think for a second. She very much just goes pulling you see her thinking. She see you go for it. It's like, let's see. Sergeant Ironheart? Yes, well, I don't know if you heard, he got promoted recently, but yeah, Sergeant Ironheart is the main thing. Okay. In that case, at least you know what you're talking about in terms of the houses. With that, goodbye, whomever.
That was Cameron, I think. And Dylan. Oh no,
No, he's gone to
Cameron
dead to
already
all. It's just because he's not spoken for a bit.
Oh.
I'll drag him back.
Sign both of your names on this particular piece of paper. We will just torn. We're gonna have a talk, but I imagine it's gonna be later on with Sergeant Ironheart about this. And we'll let the slaves on to you for now. I fully suspect, but we just need to follow procedure.
This piece of paper.
You
Does it look like that fucking magic contract?
doesn't look like a magic
Oh,
contract.
thank God. I swear, if you gave me 2 of those, I'd be so angry.
They're petting.
Oh, yeah, I'll just write it. I like to think he starts writing Auburn Zilver and then he like changes it into web.
Okay. And you, Jowder. Can you sign, please? You do see every time he's saying Jowder, he's very much like he doesn't believe that part, but he don't know if it's like he doesn't believe it's a fake identity. He don't know if it's just there's no way a fucking parent could name their child.
Every time he
right?
says it, I just look at him like, yeah, it's real. And it's fucking stupid. It's like...
Okay. Well, thank you, guards. I shall let you free. I believe your slaves are straight outside. We have mishandled them to the appropriate degree.
Excellent.
And I bid you guys a good day. As I said, we're just going to have a quick talk with Sergeant Ironheart. I imagine it's going to be later at this stage, but we bid you a good day. You probably will hear about it, I imagine. All right, and you guys are let through the checkpoint.
Cool. I'll go to like shake his hand or make a. Don't work too hard, okay?
You see Rain doing the same. Let me just do a roll for how Rain fucking did. Like, you see that Rain is very much either scared or very angry. And how well is she presenting herself? Doing all right. All right, you guys are let out the thing. She does shake his hand, and you guys get into the city.
Hey.
You're not being like you know there are guards on the street and they are, but it's not as though like you're being watched in particular. I'll do a basic description of said city. You see a city that looks like it's more like a web, if you would describe it. There's these 7 spires that stick out from the ground. They very much look like, as I say, mites. I think they are, which are the ones that form from the ground upwards. They are sticking out from kind of, it looks like a crater of a cave. They stand up above the rest. And from each one of these stalagmites, you see from the points, you see it looks like you think it's a web, but it looks very, very thick. Are all going towards this kind of center platform that seems to be held up in kind of a very much a web structure. And you see these webs connecting everywhere in the city. It looks like they're being more used for like structural support, but it looks like the city is actually a huge spider web because of this design. And connected along these ropes, like halfway up the rope, you see there possibly like houses dangling from said rope as well. And along the edge of the walls, you see there is small huts like carved in, and you notice towards the closer and closer to the spires, it looks like the structures of the houses look like they get higher and higher quality, and as these spires are very much go up, up and up, and they look detailed as well. It's not as though they're just normal stalagmites. They look like they've been carved. They've got intricate designs of spiders, elves, you know, going up and up, and probably with some scenes you've heard of in history as well, like recognize from just seeing some of the elven countries. You see some like markings maps as well from like, you know, oh wait, this country I recognize just mentioned like just briefly in Elvish. And along one of the main pillars you see the multiple elven lords. Sitting on top of the elven lords, you see the elven king, a image that I think probably some of you have possibly seen, but not in this regard really. Like, it's weird to see the elven king as a prominent figure still since his death. Please tell me my internet's cropped out for that.
You know, we got most of it.
We got that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to check.
No, there was the odd word, but it was fine.
Yeah, for the most part, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm probably just a bit like shell shocked looking at all of this. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
There's literally history written on a wall there, as if it was modern.
Which is
Strange.
baffling. Yeah.
I think he'd probably quietly be asking Rain, like, you know, having seen all of these things. I don't think we have a name for my grandfather, but he'd mention that name to Rain and be like, does that name or the name Orthos mean anything to you, historically speaking?
Let me just do a history check as Rain. Rain might not have heard it in this city. She very much was hidden away, let's just say. Tia kind of stop and think for a moment, and yes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oberon looks visibly ill.
very much.
Praise them.
Well, I've heard the stories of these of the Drow. I'm more sorry about the Sacred Order. That's what my mother used to prefer to tell me about. You pick up stuff from time to time.
So which of the two names did she react to, or is it both?
She probably would have more reacted to your father's name.
God.
Well, it very much depends on how we I need to remember some of the history, but it's very much whomever was in charge at that time.
I can't remember. That's why I proffed them both.
Yeah. For now, I'm just saying your father was in charge at the time. Very much trying not to spoil anything here. Sorry for everyone. But the she goes, well, we very much respect our roots from, but you can see here, she makes like she points out kind of a word on one of the letters, like I believe they call it the Phi, a region of very special magic powers, where us elves originally came from. They respect the lords and the king that came from said areas, but they now praise the Lu mistress, which controls. Well, it is the mother of the one known as Lolf.
Now let's have a quick hypothetical. Suppose an emissary from one of these people were to arrive in the city. How would they feel about that?
Ah, fuck.
I imagine it's pretty highly it's not wrong phrase. More, it's kind of they kind of ignored. Imagine there won't be.
So they wouldn't
special to them.
There wouldn't be anything special to them, but they wouldn't necessarily be attacked.
I wouldn't say so.
Now, if I was to tell you that Orthos is my dad.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't be ecstatic, but I don't think they would declare war on you.
So I might not have to. Maybe I should go back to that checkpoint.
I would
because I'm gonna be orange now. Maybe I shouldn't have fucking disguised myself. Oh my! Oberon is just like an anxious ball of anxiety right now. He's just like, oh god, there's so much going on that I don't understand and I don't like it.
They wouldn't have liked being lied to. At this stage, there's no point going back.
Maybe I just say I went through a portal and here I am. Weird. My name is now Autry.
Right. I suggest we get our move on. They like the rest of us are still going to be fucking for even if you get put down as an emissary. We need to get. I'm probably going to stop being looking like this, and they're going to start seeing someone with a spider on their head. You probably need to get to this fucking the part.
Oh yeah, I imagine we're having this conversation while we're moving.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd like to be in and out of this city. 5 minutes, if possible.
That sounds optimistic, but I agree with the sentiment.
Indeed. So I should we start making a move on.
Sorry, I've just thought, where was it we're meant to be taking Zoys? Right, let's walk and talk, people. Walk and talk.
Just for clarity, and this very much comes to a level of obviously Cameron's not obviously here. How much is everyone wanting to go tonight, by the way? Because obviously we're hitting 8 in about.
I do have to get
I
to
think
work.
that's probably me.
Cool.
I think
In that case, I had to check.
I think this is probably a decent time to stop.
Did I just hear one's name?
What?
I'm sorry, Milkshake's just not on the phone right now. Please leave a message after the tone. Thank you.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, I think this will probably be a pretty good stop point. You guys have now managed to make it into the city of the Drow.
Oh, yeah. It's
Time for
happening,
revelation.
guys. Stuff's going on. We're here.
Stuff's going on. Abraham can't speak about Arridge here, but he is still the Messiah and he is a naughty boy.
Indeed.
I imagine Arridge would be an awkward conversation.
Arridge would be a very awkward conversation.
Alright. I make the I think that I'll declare that in the session. I make the request that when everything just ends, we just stay on just for a couple of minutes, just to chat about one thing.
Yeah, well, we'll just end the stream here. So that's us for this week. We'll be back on 24th, 26th?
26th.
26th.
26 of February.
We don't. Well, the times will be discussed.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
working
we're
on
working on the time.
shuffling our times around. But it's been a good one. We
Yeah.
might do stuff next week. Oh my god.
Miracle.
We've almost brought Erlen back. It's been like 15 sessions or something stupid.
I know, it'd be amazing if it did.
My beloved.
But that is all for today. Farewell.
Thank you on this game of Critical Role.